All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Yes, sir. This is the call-in show, so I'm not gonna do too much talking. I mean, I'm still recovering from my voice being gone, so I'm trying to save my voice for videos as much as possible. Of course, like y'all ask me questions, I'm gonna reply to stuff. But this show is not for me. This is for y'all to call in and voice your opinions. I already have my dogs Ivory and Merl on the line, so we're gonna get to them very soon. I just wanted to give the heads up, just depending on how deep we get in here and how many people end up getting in line. I am trying to make sure that we keep everybody to like a strict 3-minute limit. Because when we did the call-in show before the draft, we like got to a point we had like 13, 15 people waiting in line. But right now we only have 3. We'll see. But I'm just gonna start giving y'all the heads up when we start to fill up and try to keep everybody down to 3 minutes. First of all, let me also say what's up to everybody. I can't go without saying what's up. I see my boy Commanders and Chief Daily was good. Yeah, they're hating on him. They're hating on him. It's good though. What's good, Eric? What's good, Mr. Jones? What's good, Captain? You good, man? You good, man? We chilling, man. We chilling. Yes, sir. You here now? What's good, Reggie T? Yes, sir. What's good, Michael? What's good, Timothy? I see Timothy pulled up to the phone lines as well. What's good, your homie Isaac? What's good? King Jamie, welcome back. Best Chiefs fan out there doing it. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. A lot of people do feel like we got an A. I'm working on a video right now giving y'all like what everybody's final grade of our draft was. Way higher than what y'all expect. Like way higher than what y'all probably think. Okay, that's Argo. Okay, I can remember that. That's Argo. Okay, what's good, John? What's good, Black Lover? What's happening? All right, let me go ahead and get to these phone lines though. Everybody's already been waiting long enough. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Ivory on first. Let me make sure y'all can hear him. And we should be good to go. What's good, Ivory?
Hey, what's going on, Rico? Real quick, man. If I had to categorize the all free agency and the draft, I would give us a strong B. Only reason not an A is because of the tackle situation.
Yeah.
I'll go through categories real quick. Quarterback, I'm gonna do upgrade, downgrade, or even. Quarterback, I think, is a huge upgrade.
I like that concept. Okay.
I think the running back position, I think it's an upgrade. Eckler adds something. He adds some juice to the passing game. And I think Rodriguez will be better. Tight end position, I think, is a huge upgrade.
Yeah, same
here. I think
here.
we didn't have anything there last year. Now we have 2 receiving and blocking targets, so I like that. Receivers, I'm going to go downgrade. I'm going to say that because I think Curtis Samuels, we lost him, and we had a known quantity there. I like Luke McCaffrey, don't get me wrong. I just don't know what we have and what that looks like. But I knew that Curtis Samuels was a touchdown maker and a guy that we could go to get the move to change. So I think that's a downgrade.
Okay.
The tackle position, I would say, is a downgrade as well because I don't know what we're doing there. You know what I'm saying? I like the guy we drafted. Don't get me wrong. Much like Luke McCaffrey, I like the guy. I just don't know what that looks like in our offense. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
The guard position and center, I think, huge upgrades. I think we have a really Pro Bowl caliber center and a guard potentially. So I like that. Flip it to defense real quick. I think D tackle is a huge upgrade.
Completely
huge
agree.
Upgrade.
Yes, sir.
You add Newton to the mix, you're talking about 3 Pro Bowl level guys. And I actually think Newton on third down could be our most explosive get to the quarterback, get
Completely
off
agree.
to the ball
Completely
guy.
agree.
So I think that's a huge upgrade. I'm going to say defensive ends compared to last year where we started, I think it's a downgrade. I think Sweat and Young were better than the collection of guys we have. I think some guys have potential, but I think we're going to have to scheme up a little bit of pressure this year. Linebacker, I think, is the biggest upgrade position on the team. I think we went from a below average unit to maybe one of the best in the league. And so I think that is the unit that will determine how good our defense is. Defensive backs, I'll throw the safeties and corners together. I think that's an upgrade overall. Yeah, Jeremy Chin. I know you lose Cam Curl. I think Forrest coming back to play free is a perfectly fine solution. I think he was tremendous the year before when he was healthy. And I like that Quan Martin's going to get thrown back there probably. You know what I mean? Sansarit. Sanridi, whatever the guy's name,
I
from Michigan.
think it's San Rastil.
Yeah, San Rastil. I think he's going to be a tremendous slot corner, and I think his leadership, and I think overall, Bobby Wagner is going to do something for our defense that we haven't had since London Fletcher. He will bring that defense together with leadership, poise, and calm to get everybody on the same page and keep everybody on the same page. I'm going to go upgrade at kicker. I think that's a little bit of an upgrade, compared to last year. And coaching, I think our defensive side of the ball this year will have a huge coaching upgrade. Quinn and Witt, I think, and Ken Norton, I think it's a tremendous upgrade on what we had with Del Rio and that nonsense was going on the last few years. I expect the defensive unit to jump back into the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So and offensively, I think we're upgraded offensively. And I think, but it's a caveat. I don't like Kingsbury in general. I think I don't think he's any better a coordinator in general than Bieniemy, to be honest. But you marry him with the right quarterback, and that is Jaden Daniels. I think he will have Jaden Daniels completely comfortable and explosive out of the box. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The first couple of years, I think Kingsbury and Jaden Daniels, it's gonna be a party, man. I expect the running game to get unlocked. We're gonna do read option. I expect Brian Robinson to have a sort of Alfred Morris type season. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
We had the RG3 out there. So I think that gives us a chance to have an explosive running game this year, like 1,000-yard back in Brian Robinson with the read option, with the defense having to worry about the quarterback keeping. So my last analysis is for the coach. I'm even a little slight upgrade as a coach. Yeah. I'm not a big Quinn guy.
Rico, what's up, Bubba?
So I look at it like that, man. I look at Quinn being just a slight upgrade. You know what I mean? I think he's very Rivera-esque. I think he'll keep the team together. He'll motivate the guys for a while. But I'm not big on him, but I believe in Peters. I think only reason I give our draft grade like a B+ because I don't know what we're doing at tackle. Like, Wiley wasn't any good last year. and we didn't fortify that position. And then we let Leno go, who wasn't great himself, and now we have Corny Lucas there. And I don't know. Bakhtiari, like you suggested, has to be the move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But overall, man, I'm excited about the season. I think next year we have a chance to jump to 8 or 9 wins, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I think that's where we are, and I expect podium talk the years 2 or 3 years afterwards. I just think we're headed that direction. So thanks, Rico, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. I love that concept of upgrade and downgrade, man. I really, really like that. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Ivory. Yes, sir. I see a lot of people joined the call line in that one call. So I guess everybody's starting to flood in now. We have a nice little double-digit line, it looks like right now. Also to add to Ivory, the one last thing, you talked about kicker upgrade. Long snapper may be the biggest upgrade out of everything. Like between, like you said, linebacker's the biggest upgrade. Long snapper may actually be the biggest upgrade because you can't get any worse than Cameron Cheeseman. And the guy we brought in was at least one time before a Pro Bowl. I think he made the Pro Bowl one year as long snapper. Of course, as a long snapper, it's not like we just brought in like a all-pro level impact player on defense or offense, but still to have some certainty there that we haven't had since we, for some weird reason, cut Nick Sundberg. It's pretty nice to have. Let me go ahead and start keeping it moving with the line. And of course, like I said, I'm trying to be as strict as possible about the 3-minute timer because we already see it stacking up right now. We already have double-digit lines going on right now. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Merl on next, and then Timothy's right after him. I mean, literally while I'm talking, somebody else just joined. So let me just go ahead. I'm keeping a written list of what order we're in and everything too. Also, shouts out to everybody that's pulling up too. Appreciate y'all letting everybody know to like up the stream. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that, King Jammy. Appreciate that. I see my boy Junior join back in as well. We're gonna bring you on soon. But we got Merl next, and then we got Timothy after that. It's a pretty decent line, so I wanted to make sure I said what's up to everybody before we get in, because we about to go caller after caller after caller for a minute. Appreciate y'all letting everybody know to like the stream. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Merl on next. What's good, Merl?
What's up, Rico? More calling shows, please.
Yeah,
You do a great job doing it.
We get into it.
Yeah, first things first. Thank goodness people like Michael Lombardi are no longer in the NFL front office.
Oh yeah.
Or the NFL.
His quote was terrible.
Thank goodness for that. Now on to the draft. I'm gonna give the draft and free agency an A-.
Okay, I like that.
Anytime when you can hit on an average of 3 players, you're doing good. I think with this draft, Adam Peters is going to hit about on 6 players in this draft. You're going to have arguably the best quarterback of this draft that you got. He's going to be fighting for offensive rookie of the year. Then you pick up 2 players who are going to be battling each other for defensive rookie of the year. There's John Newton and Mike Sanders. Corner. Well, you can pick them up. They're going to be immediate starters, immediate contributors. Then you got Luke McCaffrey. Now, Luke McCaffrey, he's going to be more of a slot than an outside threat because if you watch the tape on Rice, he did his most damage in the slot. So we're still looking for an outside receiver.
Especially a big one.
Yeah, he's going to be that big slot guy. Brandon Coleman. For you guys who don't believe Brandon Coleman is a left tackle, please go back and watch the 2023 TCE season where he was the starting left tackle for that team that went to the national championship. Lost eventually to the Bulldogs, no doubt. But just take a look at his play. And you'll see, without a shadow of a doubt, that guy's a left tackle. He moved the guard because they lost so much talent on that line to the NFL. I love what they did with the undrafted free agent. I love Tyler Owens. I mean, he hasn't played much football, but you can literally mold this guy into the type of player you want.
Please.
I know Sam Hartman was okay to pick up, but I would rather they win that guy, Tanner Mordecai from Wisconsin.
Okay.
He's more athletic, has a big arm. But I'm cool with Sam Hartman. He'll be QB3. Hopefully he never sees the field for us because of Dave Daniels has a nice long 12 to 15-year career as a starting quarterback.
Please.
Still needs to work at that right tackle. I'm not happy with Wally being there. He did play better at the end of the season, but I'm still not confident in him. But still free agent. You got the second wave of free agency coming up where guys are going to get cut. You probably can pick up somebody there. I mean, you might, if you want to, you can probably ship Brandon Coleman to right tackle, and you can pick up somebody like, I would say, a DJ Humphrey, a guy who played on this Cliff team would know the offense right away. I love the Ben Sinnott at tight end. He can literally line up all over the field as a tight end.
Yes, sir.
Slot, or he can be in the backfield as a fullback. He reminds me a lot of Frank Wycheck. Reminds me a lot of Chris Cooley of the positions he can line up as. I know the criticism of Dave Daniels is he can't go over the middle. Newsflash. This is a vertical offense. So he's not going to be throwing over the middle much.
And when you look at the tape, he is throwing over the middle. I'm still confused as to where that really even came from. But just to let you know, your timer is up. So one last thought before you go, please.
Well, I just appreciate the time, Rico. Like I said, more calling shows, bro.
All right, man. We about to be on it, man. We have so much draft to talk about. Rookie minicamp with all of these freak athletes. I wish we can get a live stream of that. So we're about to hold a lot of call-in shows. I got you, my boy. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Merl, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, next caller, we have my boy Timothy. Oh, before we get into that, got to thank my boy Carl, first of all, for, you know, the compliments. I see a lot of y'all giving compliments. What's good, everybody that's pulling up? Appreciate y'all, man. What's happening? I see a lot of compliments in the chat. But most importantly, appreciate the donation big time. My boy Carl Mitchell with a big 20 ball to the super chat, man. Much love. Also encouraging other people to donate, man. man, I really, really appreciate that. Again, I see a lot of the compliments going down in the chat. I really appreciate y'all. Only reason I'm not stopping to read and reply to everybody's chat is that we already have like double-digit people in the call-in show. So again, just to give everybody a heads up, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more strict with the 3-minute timers because there's so many of y'all, and I'm pretty sure before we even get through these double-digit people, it's probably gonna be another double-digit people. So I'm not really worried about my time. I just feel like a lot of people just having to be on hold for 3 minutes at a time, 10 people in front of you. That's a whole 30 minutes, and plus people, we usually go over the 3 minutes anyway, so that's a loose 3 minutes. So I'm just trying to do my best to make sure everybody gets a chance to call in because typically people end up leaving before their chance comes. So appreciate that. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Timothy on next. How you feeling over there, Timothy? You there?
I'm good. I just started my own timer for myself.
Okay.
And I done wrote out some notes. Some notes so I stay on track. Because,
okay.
I can't touch on what everybody else said, but, I got to, touch on my point and keep it moving so people can keep going. But, obviously I'm excited that, we have a quarterback because that's something we've been wanting for many, many years. So I was excited about Daniels being a pick. I wanted him to be the pick. You seen me in the chat, like on draft day. I started freaking out. I'm not going to lie. Because I wanted a left tackle because we know we ain't had a good left tackle in a while now. So
yeah,
I was a little freaking out day 1, day 2, all of the days. I'm like, when this tackle gonna come? And then I don't know. I know that other I don't know the X and O's that well. So I'm like, hopefully Coleman is a left tackle. That'll put my mind at ease if he is. But I'm like, I'm hoping they're like, oh, he's really a guard. I'm like, that's not what I want to hear. I'm like, I'd love to hear, like, oh, yeah, he's going to fit right in at left tackle because that's what we need. But, so there's that. Just touch on that. I got to be patient with Adam Peters because I'm not going to lie. If Jaden gets blown up at any point in time, specifically on the left side, I'm be a little upset. And, I'm going to harken back to the draft and wonder about that. Luke McCaffrey, that's something I wanted, bruh. He came onto my radar back in like February, and like I was just looking at him. I'm looking at him like he runs like his brother, but he's a wide receiver. I'm like just seeing how like just the contested catches and everything, and I'm just like I seen him. I'm like the first thought that came to my mind, I'm like this dude. I'm like if he got picked up to the right team, he can have like a Puka Nacua type season.
Yep.
Then what do I hear after he gets drafted? Oh, yep. Puka Nacua. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to be in the draft room. I'm like, they saying everything. I'm saying, shout out to Louie T. He had I think it was the draft prediction. He got like 4, I think, of the picks right of like people who want to pick.
Yes, sir.
So I know Louie T be grinding to the tape. I'm probably not gonna hit all these things, but just. Last couple of things, I guess. I want to see if Kingsbury can unlock something from De'Ami Brown because, like, that just seems like a wasted pick.
Good point.
He has speed. I just wish we could get something out of him. Like, and then obviously you want Quinn to do something with the defense. Maybe you can get something out of St. Juice. I'm not quite sure. I mean, get him to stop holding all the time. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, that's just gonna have to be it for me. I can't touch everything, but. What am I going to say? I'm looking forward to, obviously the Bears game. You got number 1 versus number 2 pick. Playing the Falcons, playing the Ravens, playing the Bengals. But, yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to have to save it for next time.
All right, man. Appreciate that, Timothy. Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Take it easy, Rico.
Yes, sir, man. Great points as always, man. My boy Timothy in the building. We're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. Again, just to let y'all know, give y'all the heads up for those of y'all who may just be coming here. We're going to have to be a little bit more strict with the 3-minute timer than we typically are. So that's why I'm reminding y'all in between every call because while Timothy was just on, like 2-3 more people pulled up. So I'm trying to make sure we get through everybody. And also I wanted to make sure I said what's up. I saw, oh yeah, my boy Slasher said that it is his birthday. So happy birthday. My boy Slasher runs also a channel member as well. So that's much love over there. Appreciate that big time. I appreciate all of y'all pulling up, all of the compliments. I saw my boy Argo. Appreciate y'all, man. Again, I'm just doing what I love, but I appreciate the fact that y'all appreciate it as well. Let me bring on the next caller. We got my boy Jamie up next. How you doing over there, Jamie?
What's up?
What's happening with you?
Yeah, my whole plan, sorry about my voice, man. You talking about your voice being out, but my voice is gone.
Bruh, it's bad.
Playing football workouts in high school and everything, man. Football is gone.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel it.
my whole plan was like, "What's up, brother?" Like, first off, I want to say that dude is blowing up. But anyway, back to the draft. I think we all knew Jaden Daniels was gonna be it. Like,
Yes, sir.
that was a non-question.
Can you mute your
but,
stream in the background because we can hear it? It's kind of like an echo, please.
Yeah, hold on one second. Sorry about that.
You good.
Oh Lordy. Yeah, hold on one second.
I'll restart the timer too because you just started.
Thing on. There you go. Okay.
All right, you good?
My bad.
Let's do it. You good?
All right. So, looking at all the draft picks, man, I'll be honest with you, it's the first time that I actually paid attention to a draft this much in such a long time. This organization's got me so fired up to be a fan, and I think I want to speak for the rest of the Commanders fans out there that we just pick straight dogs, man.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about dogs. These are dogs of players. Like, these are battle warriors we're about to go into the season with. Like, if you ain't hyped as a Commanders fan right now, you do not need to be a Commanders fan. You need to take your ass to Dallas or something. Because this year is going to be – we're going to be weak in some areas. Don't get me wrong. We ain't going to go undefeated.
Not perfect.
But you cannot expect the same season this year that we had last year. There ain't no way. But I'm not going to take up much of your time. But, yeah, man, this draft, I think – everyone's giving it an A-. Honestly, I give it like an A++, man. Like,
okay,
you want flashy names, and I get it. And you wanted us to trade back into the first. I get it. I said it on I think Wednesday that I would do it. But like, we got some dogs, man. Like, these are hard-nosed athletes. Like, they want to play football athletes.
Yep.
When's the last time you saw a roster like this and got excited and was just like, these are just dogs?
Yeah.
Like, you can't. It's been a while, right? These are want to play football.
Yep. Leaders. I think like 6 of our draft picks, 6 of our non-draft picks were team captains. Just to add to your point.
Sanistril, that's how you say his last name, right?
I think so. I hope.
Yeah, Sanistril. I mean, come on now. That Dominique guy from Washington, I think it was.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Safety.
You go back and watch his highlight. I know they're highlights. They're all good plays, but he comes up and just knocks the shit out of people.
Yep.
Like, that's the type of people we need. But anyway, your thoughts real quick on, are we going to trade for Brandon Ayuk? Because I think we got slot receivers for days now.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Technically, Terry McLaurin.
But are we gonna trade for Brandon Ayuk? Your thoughts, real quick.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let everybody else join in. But I appreciate it, man, and I'm gonna get you another donation here in a couple days.
That.
All right.
I appreciate that, man. Big time, man. Much love.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yes,
sir.
Great call, my boy. Oh, also, before you, well, you're already leaving, but just to add to your point, because I know you said that you felt like the draft was an F++, and I did want to make sure that you know that a lot of people feel the same way that you do outside, like national media. I think Pete Prisco, we were his only A+ out of the entire draft. Pro Football Focus gave us an A. Like, a bunch of people that typically hate on us and grade us harshly even agree and feel like this draft was an A++, just to let you know. But as far as Brandon Ayuk goes, I highly doubt we trade for him. Because at this point, a second rounder last year versus this past draft is worth less. So they may not even necessarily want it, what we could even give them right now. And then the fact that you're going to have to pay him so much money. Terry McLaurin comes the year after that. And then Jahan Dotson, if you pick up his 5th-year option, comes the year after that as well. That would be 3 big-time paid receivers back to back to back. So I doubt it. I would love to, but I doubt it.
See, that's why you do this and not me, because you have so much more information and insight on that stuff, man. But that's why everybody listens to you. And if they ain't listening to you, again, take your ass to Dallas.
Appreciate that. Much love.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Great call. Yes, sir. And I don't know what just happened there, but like a slew of like 5 more people came in during that call. So yeah, man, like I said, we got to be fairly strict with the 3-minute timers as possible. Of course, we went over right there because he asked me a question. So technically I was taking up his time, but I'm trying to remind y'all to try to keep it under 3 minutes because we have like a line of like 15 people right now. But before we get to the next caller, my boy Fresh Montana donated a big 5 to the chat, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My dog in the building, and he's in line to call in too as well. So we got to get him in here as soon as possible. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate all of y'all in the chat too. I'm seeing what y'all are saying. But again, so many callers, I'm trying to make sure we get to the next caller immediately. Well, I can do a live stream where I give y'all my thoughts and things like that soon. But this live stream is for y'all. So instead of talking too much on my end, let me go ahead and go to the next caller. We have an 804 number. Who's this?
Yo, Rico, it's Eric from Virginia. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and save you in there, man. What's good?
Oh man, just loving life right now. So the draft is like Christmas morning. You know, we were all excited, didn't know what to expect. Are we going to get the shiny new toy? And we did, with a lot of others. So I remember hearing in a draft that if you hit on 2 people, that's a good draft.
Yep.
And
that's all you can really ask for.
Personally, Jerzon Newton, I told my buddy, I was like, watch, we're going to draft a D tackle. And doing it, we looked at each other, we were like, what the hell? We're like, hey, we're going to trust we've been loving life. And, man, you watch the tape on him, this dude is the real. I mean, I've been a top 10 projection, but anywhere from 10 to 20. So we got him, and then Mike Sandersfield, which same thing. I didn't know much about him, watched him. Dude plays like he's 6'3", 6'4". He just plays. He's a hard hitting guy.
Different.
Because I saw where we had some people talking about, you know, oh well, he's kind of small or whatnot. I'm like, well, what about you know, Darryl Green? He's only 5'9".
Yep. Yeah,
So,
and,
I mean,
and also he's short, but he's not skinny short too. He's like big while short. He's like 180 or 2, something like that, where he's kind of built a little bit. I've seen him literally pancake Trey Henderson.
Ford is like 2.
Yeah, he pancaked 220-pound Trey Henderson, the running back from Ohio State. Like, had him looking like roadkill.
Oh yeah. And I mean, to me, Newton, I don't know if he's gonna play, you know, 80% stats, but if we didn't have Payne or Allen just at 1, he'd be a day 1 starter, no doubt. So to me, if he's not starting, he's right there. But we don't know what's going to happen with him in the future. So I think that was a great pick. I mean, you couldn't pass him up, just like Peter says. We couldn't believe he was there.
Yep.
And so, but our top 6 picks can start day 1 and be good to go. So, but that was just a plus. I mean, we really won when we got Adam Peters and Josh Harris.
Yep.
Once they took over, we knew they were going to do it. I didn't think it'd be this quick, but they got us where we should be. So,
completely agree.
Yeah, man. Appreciate what you're doing. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. Who would be your favorite player of our whole draft?
Okay.
Besides Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was just gonna assume besides him.
As far as picking where we're at, Ben Sinnott for me.
Okay, your Ben Sinnott is probably my really close second. I would say Johnny Newton's probably right behind him at close third. I think Mike Sanders still, after really going back and watching his tape after we drafted him, he's probably my favorite pick, especially value-wise, because literally if he was 2-3 inches taller, he's a top 20 pick. So I think that's a huge steal right there. Probably even a bigger steal than Johnny Newton. But yeah, I love Ben Sinnott. I was talking about Ben Sinnott leading all the way up, so he's a close second for me.
Oh, yeah. And plus, too, another thing, too, I'm calling it right now. You're hearing it. Take it to the bank.
Okay.
Adam Peters found diamonds in the rough in free agency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree.
don't know how many. Could be 2, could be 4, could be 6. We don't know.
Yeah.
But that running back from USC is a beast. And I love that Tyler Owens guy.
Yes,
If
sir.
he can run, if it's true that I heard that could run maybe in the 4.2s at 215, 6'3", I mean he's a stud.
It's insane. They just don't build people like that. Him and Jeremy Chin are probably the two most athletic safeties in the entire NFL, and we have both of them on the same team. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, and we're not done with free agency because there's another round of it later.
Yep.
So
Third phase.
that's where I think they'll address some line issues there. Personally, depending on who's available.
Yep. But appreciate that. My boy Eric from Virginia, I got you saved
Thanks.
in and everything. So great call, man. Appreciate that.
Oh man, I got more of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm about to see a lot of people asking for more live streams, so we're gonna be on it this off season leading up to training camp,
Rico,
through training camp.
way,
I got y'all. Yes, sir.
Yeah. By the way, Chris Tyree, he's going to UVA. He's gonna be like Malik Washington.
Okay.
He lived. He grew up two houses down from where I'm at. Check him out. He's UVA. Chris Tyree, the Jet.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna write that down. I got you. Chris Tyree.
Oh yeah.
All right, bet. Appreciate that, my boy.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and bring on before we bring on the next caller, my boy Red Wings donated per usual. Appreciate that. He said, yo, I was shocked when the Falcons traded up to take Rook Ororo over Johnny Newton. Yeah, when they traded up, I assumed it had to be edge rusher, Johnny Newton at worst. So I'm right with you. I was just as confused. And we still have even more people coming into the chat. So again, just to give y'all the heads up, I got to be more strict on the 3-minute timer than I typically am, where I just kind of let y'all go. So appreciate the donation, my boy Red Wings. Again, I mean, the calls are only getting longer and longer. The list only getting longer and longer. Let me bring on the next caller. We got my boy Fresh in the building. How you doing over there, Fresh?
Let me bring on the next caller.
Make sure I got it.
What's up, my guy?
What's good? What's good with you, man?
Sorry for the noise, man.
You good?
I'm a truck driver, so this truck loud as shit. Bro,
You straight?
We up one, my guy. We up one.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to shout out the Atlanta Falcons for the third year in a row, doing the dumbest foolishness.
Yeah.
helping us out for 3 drafts in a row. Shout out to the Falcons. Also, so look, I wanted May over Daniels, right? But I said I would be happy with either one. You know what I'm saying? And I was hoping that they got it right. So I keep going back and look at every single run and throw. I get more and more excited, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get more and more excited. I'm like, man, I think they hit on this one. You heard me?
Yeah.
I think we in there. You know what I'm saying? And then, with this draft and the free agency before the draft, I told Louie T, I said, man, this looks like they trying to dominate on defense. Hold us down on defense while the offense get their mess together. You heard me?
Great point.
Like,
Great point.
Bro, what they did in free agency in the draft, bro, this defense is gonna be stupid. You heard me?
Yeah.
Stupid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, what I was about to say? And we thinking like, cause I wanted to do JT Sanders, but when they picked Vincent Knight, and I went back and looked at everything he did, oh my Lord. Like, so look, you don't remember, so I be watching your film sessions, and when you be like, oh my Lord, hey look. When I went back and looked at the Vincent Knight joint, I said, oh my Lord. And then I heard what AP said. He said, yeah, it reminded him of Hughes checking Kittle. Bro, that's exactly what Slim, look. He blocks like Hughes check, and he's elusive like Kittle when he gets the ball in his hand. It's craziness. Bro, we up one. We up one. I like every pick in the draft except the last pick. I think the last, I don't like it. I mean, I don't really value 7th-round picks, but that seems like the only person that might not make the 53 squad out of the 9 picks.
I can see that. I can see that.
Tripping. Bro, you know how AP and Lance Newmark said that they're going to draft the best players available? You know, everybody say that foolishness, right?
Yep.
So when the 2nd round came, they had the opportunity, and when I seen, they was not lying, bro. They took Johnny. I did not think they were going to do that. When they took Johnny, I said, oh, they serious. They fucking lying. And then they doubled back and took Sanders. Bro, I said, nah, this ain't the Washington Commanders. I know they ain't.
They ain't the team I know.
I know they ain't do that. Yeah, we don't do shit like that. Excuse me, we don't do that like that. Bro, we got the best slot corner, either the best or the 2nd best defensive tackle. the best quarterback, second best tight end. Are you kidding me right now, bro?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
kidding me right now, bro? And then I like the linebacker McGee. Bro, to me, he's like a better Jamin Davis. I'm telling you. I went back and looked. He looked like a better Jamin Davis by far. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
Look, we up one. I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time. Like I'm super excited. We up one. Like, bro, I'm back to betting on every game this year. I don't care what nobody thinks. You keep doing your thing. You heard me? I'm gonna holler at you later, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate that big time. My boy Fresh
All
Montana in the building, man. Appreciate that. Great call. Yes, sir. As always, from my boy Fresh, donated and pulled up and gave that great call, man. Different. My boy different, but I'm right with him, man. I'm super excited. I'm very optimistic as well. I like the point that he brought up about us having the best D tackle, the best slot corner, arguably the best quarterback, and arguably the second best tight end. And if you walk away with a draft being that high at those different position groups, it doesn't matter what your team needs are. You're going best player available. You're doing it. That's what free agency is for. Free agency is used to bring in a bunch of decent depth or quality starters to where you have no holes, except for right now, I guess, arguably left tackle. You use the draft to get the best guys available so that when those free agents leave, now you have the best talents there to be plugged in at those positions. When you keep drafting for need specifically and only, that's how you end up with a bunch of average players left and right across your roster. So I love what we're doing here. And then also, my main point is, and I know I keep saying this, but why are we paying these coaches millions of dollars if you want a high floor, already proven product coming out of college? Get the guy with the most talent. You pay these guys millions of dollars to coach them up. Why not go best player available? I mean, you do need to address needs at times, and I felt like it would have been nice to trade up for a tackle. But other than that, man, I think we killed it. Let me bring on the next caller. Again, y'all not here for me. We here for y'all. I'm trying to limit everybody to a 3-minute timer. I need to limit myself to a 3-minute timer. I really apologize for that, and I appreciate y'all. Let me bring my boy Zulu on next. What's good, Zulu?
What up, what up?
What's happening with you? What's good, man?
Man, can you hear me good?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. What's good?
Yeah, I just wanted to chop it up with you real quick. First off, I want to give you flowers, man. You do an amazing job, yo, for real.
Appreciate that.
As far as research and keeping it what do you call it, like middle of the road, where like you're not really taking the side, you just passing along the information. I like that, man.
Appreciate that.
I take everything personal, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you know what I mean? I get my feelings quick. You know what I mean? So I love what you do. I gotta give that to you because I love that about you, man. You know what I mean? You'll say some stuff like somebody be hating on us and you'll just pass it along, and you don't go in on them, though. You just be like, hey, look, this is just what they saying. But me, I got to go in. So I love that. But look, man, do you know that Jay Gruden and Colt McCoy got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, 33rd team and all that. Yeah.
Ninja, stop it. You know what I'm saying? What could you possibly have to say? What? Jaden Daniels can throw the ball farther than both of y'all put together combined. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all sitting up here critiquing this dude, Colt McCoy and Jay Gruden?
I haven't seen it or heard it. I've just only heard about it. I don't know what they said. I just keep hearing like people talk about it. I saw Twitter. I don't know what they said.
No, listen. Check it. Now they all on our tip now. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden everybody love Washington. You know what I mean? We don't need you now. We don't need none of that fake love now. Don't come around now because you see me getting it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we putting in that work. Look, man, this Jaden Daniels Drake May thing, let me put this out there to all Washington fans, Commanders, Redskins. I'm a Redskin fan. But I'm seeing that there's kind of like a difference between Redskins and Commander fans, and I wish we could bridge the gap. If you at all thought that on any day that it was Drake May over Jaden Daniels, stop it, please, please. If you let the media mislead you into believing that Drake May was a day one starter or somebody that you would go all the way up to number 2 to draft just to sit him for a year or two, stop it. I don't know who you listening to. Stop regurgitating stuff you hearing these analysts say. And look at the tape, dog.
Yep.
This dude's footwork is terrible. They keep talking about his arm strength. the dude had a pro day and threw the ball straight into the wall. Go back and look at Drake May pro day, man. And everybody swept that under the rug like, oh, but it made a big sound, though. Yeah, it made a big sound because he ain't got no aim. He ain't got no accuracy. I don't care if you got a howitzer cannon on your arm. If you can't hit the target, what good is that? And these guys literally are saying this stuff out loud. Like, ain't nobody listening to them. I just love his arm strength. He's got a cannon for an arm, but he can't hit the side of a barn. What are we talking about? And people letting them get away with this stuff. Ain't nobody calling these cats out. Somebody need to sit these cats at the little kids' table at Thanksgiving. Go over there with the little kids and sit down. Let the grown folks talk. I'm on them. I'm keeping all receipts today.
Yes, sir, man.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I just wanted to shoot my shot. You know what I mean? Talk a little smack. Hey, look, you be blessed, all right?
All right, man. My boy Zulu, man, as always, man. I already know he gonna bring some heat with him, man. Appreciate that big time.
Facts, all right. What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Good evening. Yes, sir. My boy Zulu, as always. I already knew when I unmuted it what it might be. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog right there. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and move on to the next caller again. Just a fair warning ahead of time. Again, I got to be pretty strict with the 3-minute timers that we trying to do right now because it's a long line in the chat. Even after all of these calls that we just went through, we still got like 12, 15 people in line. Let me go ahead and bring the next guy in line. It's my boy Argo. He growing up right in front of our eyes, man. What's up, everybody that's pulling up to the chat too as well. Appreciate everybody with all of the compliments. I'm reading y'all chats, but again, I'm just trying to go all the way through the callers. We're not here for me. I'll do a live stream where I give my opinions separately, but I'm here to give y'all a platform because these call-in shows, first of all, y'all bring a lot of insightful information and y'all are also hilarious. It's like, why not? So I'm definitely going to do more of these throughout the off season as well. So stay tuned for that. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Argo up next as well, man. What's good, Argo? How you feeling over there?
Yo, what's good?
My boy Argo voice got deeper. I knew it. I knew. I was like, when I do my next call-in show, if Argo pull up, his voice ain't gonna be as high. What's good, Argo?
Yo, well, first point is, y'all boys crazy if y'all think that Drake May in that little sissy-ass ACC conference could compete with Jaden Daniels. You are out of your goddamn mind. You're telling me a team north of the Mason-Dixon can compete with a QB from the South?
You being regionist.
You're telling I want to figure out what you're on. Because I need some of it. Because I watched Jaden Daniels tear up my Tide.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him tear up my Tide.
He did my Georgia Bulldogs 32 years ago. He just happened to not win the game.
Yeah, no, he tore the SEC up for a couple years. Won Heisman this year. Tore our ass up. You saw this. You saw this firsthand.
Yep, SEC championship
and
2 years ago.
You're telling me Drake May was the pick? Yeah. He's got to learn what a slide is. We got to start bringing baseball guys in. Because if he takes a fifth of the hits he took in college, his career is gonna be over before the end of his rookie contract.
Yeah, definitely got to work on that. He's shown that he can slide though.
He's gonna end up like Ryan Shazier.
Oh no! Oh man, I forgot about him.
Yeah, no, he's gonna crack all of his ribs. I do like the Luke McCaffrey pick a lot because he does have a lot of athleticism behind it. Because you can bring in a 4'2" guy that has never seen a football in his life and teach him everything, but you can't teach a 4'2".
Yep.
This is my perspective on, athletes and all that. Because you can teach them whatever you want.
You can't teach athleticism.
And
Can't teach athleticism.
yeah, I like how he went with a lot of raw athletes, and I don't agree with your Texans point because they drafted some kinda already mostly put together parts
I can see that.
that turned out to like they drafted the best. I want to go hire whatever scouts they had, but I don't care how much you have to pay them. Pay them.
Yeah, I feel like the main thing they did that's different from us is getting Will Anderson, trading back up to make sure they got him. I think that's like the biggest difference because you can argue edge rusher right now is one of our weakest positions. So yeah.
It was Montez Sweat went for that 3rd round pick, right? And
Yep.
Chase Young for the 2nd.
Yep. Well, for the no, they're no. Montez 2nd, Chase Young 3rd, 100th overall.
Yeah. No, okay, they're both okay. Montez Sweat's worth the 2nd. Easy. Not even a doubt in my mind. I think it was Ron Rivera's last go fuck yourself before he left. It was his last go fuck yourself.
Well, just to let you know, Argo, you're out of time, so I don't know if you had one more point you wanted to say.
Oh, no.
Are you good?
I could rant for days. But, yeah, I got you. I feel you on that.
All right, man. Appreciate that, Argo, as always, man. That's my boy.
All right. See you, big dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. I see everybody in the chat too. Was good. Thank you, Timothy, for letting everybody to know to like up the stream. Much love, much appreciated. Still have a couple of more callers coming in. Trying to fly through. Again, trying to be as strict as I possibly can about the 3-minute timer. I'm not just going to cut somebody off just super mid-sentence, but I am trying to remind y'all that we are trying to keep it down to 3 minutes because we're going through callers, and it's just more people. The more people that talk, the more people that come in while they're talking. So we're still back up to like 15 guys in line. So let me go ahead and bring my boy Bryce up next. How you doing over there, Bryce? Let me bring you in. What's good?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Just fine. What's good?
Yo, what's up, dog? How you doing?
Good, man. How you feeling?
Bro, I actually love what we did with the draft. I'm gonna give a grade here. I give us around an A minus range, I'd say.
Okay.
I think obviously I called you last Friday and it went nothing how I said it would. I was like, yeah, we're gonna trade up for an OT and then grab a wide receiver in the early 2nd. We did not end up doing that at all.
Not a
but
bit.
That's why Adam Peters has paid millions of dollars and I'm not.
Same here for me. That's exactly how I feel.
Now, given that though, I will say, it does look like that they tried to do that.
Yep.
But I digress. Basically, going over the picks, obviously Jaden Daniels was by far my preference on the QB. He's just way safer, right? Went to an SEC school, balled out there. Dual threat quarterback, really matches with Cliff Kingsbury's system. I can tell that Cliff really liked him. And I just think Cliff's going to do a great job developing him too. You really just can't go wrong with that pick. And then, like I said, Johnny Newton, best defensive tackle in the draft, second best defensive tackle in the draft, should have been a top 20 pick.
Yep.
Beautiful pick right there. I kind of, when I looked at them and I saw the Commanders pick Johnny Newton, I was stargazed for a second. And then I thought to myself, I was like, oh, shit, that's actually fire.
Yeah.
And I went and thought about it, looked back at the tape, was like, all right, we got ourselves a dog. And then that pick 40 came around, and I was like, we just traded with the Ops. Never mind, I take it all back. But then I saw us get Mike Sanderson.
Yep.
And let me tell you, I was like, you know what, Eagles, you can have that white boy corner. I really don't care. That's all you. So, like I said, I think we do get an A- simply because we did kind of trade with the ops, and we took a few people, maybe a little bit earlier than we could have, but overall, like, beautiful draft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Mike Sanderstill, great. I can tell Dan Quinn loved him. That was a big Dan Quinn pick.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I was watching all the calls, and it looked like he loved him. Ben Sinnott, that has Adam Peters written all over him.
Yep.
He literally comped him to George Kittle. I was
And
like, all
use
right.
check. Yep.
I
both.
low-key trust this comp because you know how to pick tight ends.
Yep.
So, super high on those two guys. Johnny Newton, great. Jaden Daniels, can't go wrong. Then we got Luke McCaffrey, whose brother is the #1 running back in the NFL. And then a star offensive tackle that we got not at a bad round pick. I mean, this draft, beautiful. Really glad with how we did it. A- in my book, and I'll leave it at that, right at 3.
Yes, sir. That boy Bryce went stupid. I appreciate that. Perfect timing and everything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He dipped up out of here. He says 3 minutes up. He ain't even got time to say bye. My boy, man, again, just to let y'all know, I'm trying to be as strict as possible with the 3-minute timer because the line is so long. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Joe up next. Oh, definitely just want to make sure I re-thank Bryce for that call again. Appreciate that big time. Let me bring my boy Joe on. What's good, Joe?
Yo, what's good, Rico?
What's happening with you? How you feeling?
I like the draft overall. There's a couple things. I'm just gonna go over it. Overall, A-. I liked it. There's one pick I didn't like. I'm gonna get into it.
Okay.
Jaden, I think all of us wanted Jaden. Besides some weird people, Jaden, home run, love him. Johnny Newton, I don't watch college football at first. So at first I was like D tackle. We on some Ron Rivera type shit. I don't like it. But then, you know, I was like, I got some people texting me like, yo, you got a dog? I'm like, all right, I'm going to trust it. Dan Quinn that bull, so I'm going to trust it. Then we traded with the Eagles. Love that move. Even though I wanted Kool-Aid, love the move. Because we got the guy from Michigan. He's supposed to be a dog. Love that pick. Then, I've seen you say it for years. I've been saying it for years. We finally got a tight end.
Please. Thank
you. Oh, my God. Like, Logan Thomas, yes, man. He ain't been good for 3 years. All right, I'm sorry. He washed. He's done. Finally got him. Zachary, cool. We got a young athletic guy. Love him.
Yeah.
The pick that I was a little on was McCaffrey.
Okay.
Now, listen, I'm Caucasian. You don't draft a white wide receiver. I'm keeping this shit a stack. You don't. That's the first thing I tested the group chat. But then I looked, I was like, all right, that's like the one pass. He's a McCaffrey. But he hasn't been a wide receiver for long, so I'm like, I hope he's a dog, but that's the one pick I didn't like. Coleman's cool. He has high ceiling, which I like, but I like to trade up earlier in the draft and grab the left tackle, but it is what it is. Everybody else, high ceiling, high athleticism type guys, love that, because you're not going to get a stud past round like 3 or 4. So you got to just base it off potential.
Yeah.
Love that. And I feel like we see how bad Ron Rivera was now.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, we haven't had a linebacker since London Fletcher. Now we got linebackers all over the place.
Yep.
A lot of people are hating on the O-line. I need people to realize we brought in 3 offensive linemen in free agency, drafted a left tackle. The only one that's going to be left is Cosme, and he's a dog. So people need to calm down a little bit, because this ain't going to be the same offensive line as last year.
Yep.
And this is just a completely new team. Like, I don't even know how many returning starters we really got, considering everybody we brought in. Like, I think we've, by far, out of everybody in the NFL, have changed the most.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to everybody else.
Yeah, I definitely believe
but
that.
I do need everybody to take a breath. I'm going to be honest, we're probably not making the playoffs. I hope we do. I looked at our opponents for next year, and goddamn, there's only like 4 games. I'm like, all right, we're 100% going to win those. Everything else, I don't know about that.
Tough.
But we'll see what happens. I'm right on that timer. So thank you for letting me call him. Much love.
Appreciate that. My boy Joe, man, right at the timer, too. Y'all on it today, man. I appreciate y'all. Great points as well, too, man. Great points. Yes, sir. Shouts out my boy Joe. Let me go ahead and bring on the next caller. We have a 757 number. Who's this?
Yo, it's your boy DJ, a.k.a. Stagnant Films.
All right, bet.
Yo, man.
Got my boy saved in. How you feeling?
Hey, feeling great, man. Feeling real great about this draft.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm with you. Like a lot of people want people with really high floors, but they got guys that have best raw athletics, and it's like building like a house, right? Like you could buy a house that's already built, and yeah, that's cool. But when you get into the house, you realize like, I wish this was this way, this was that way, you know. But if you could build your own house, you build it the way you want. And I think that's what they're doing. They're getting guys that they can mold into the guys we want to see versus getting guys that we already know of that. And the perfect strategy they did. I don't think people realize how smart this is. We got so many vets on 1-year deals, and then we're bringing in rookies to like, think about linebacker. We have had issues at linebacker since forever. We got Bobby Wagner, we got Frankie Louie, and they're on prove-it deals. And then we get in younger linebackers that's going to learn from these guys, including Jamin Davis.
Yep.
Because Jamin Davis was our best linebacker since he came in, and he ain't been great.
I'm saying now he's like the third best at best.
So now, like, imagine if you were a linebacker coming into the draft, and you get drafted by Washington, and you realize, I'm about to be playing with Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
Like, come on,
that's big time.
Imagine you Ben Sinnott and you about to be playing with Zach Ertz.
Perfect.
Like, you know, like we are taking championship guys and putting them in the room with these rookies so they can learn the right way, and I love it. And my favorite pick, my all-time favorite pick, which I know might not be the same as most people, I love that we got Luke McCaffrey. I knew we was getting Jaden Daniels, so like to me that was like a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been mad if we didn't.
Yeah.
But when we got Luke McCaffrey, you should have seen me. I was in my room going crazy because I'm big on bloodlines. I'm big on, especially in football, like he's a McCaffrey. I hope we get Arch Manning someday. I want to bring him right.
From Texas?
I don't even know Arch Manning gonna be any good. I hope we get him though. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a Manning. Like that's an easy bet. That's an easy pick. Like I put $10 on Arch Manning all day. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. So I think Luke McCaffrey, the only problem I got with him is if he don't strap his helmet up right, I swear to God. Because dude, you can tell he likes for his helmet to come off. Like he one of them pretty boys. He want people to see his face. And the NFL, that's not gonna work. It's gonna be a linebacker ready to knock your block off.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're doing good. I think that there's a lot of people that are mad about, like a lot of people are so used to how we were with Dan Snyder that I see a lot of comments like, oh, God, here we go again. Like, nah, this is a whole different regime. This is a whole different coaches. Even O-line, I think a lot of people worry about O-line. I'm not so worried, man. I think that they have a plan for that. I think that they're very strategic. So I think that they tried to move up to get what they wanted, but I think that I think they have a plan for left tackle that we just don't see yet, but I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to be fine. And besides, James Daniels is so shifty that, you know, they probably – and one more thing, this dude, what's the offensive coordinator's name?
Cliff Kingsbury. Yes, sir.
Cliff Kingsbury is the luckiest motherfucker ever. He's worked with Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray.
Pat Mahomes.
Now you get Jaden Daniels. I'm excited, man. I think good things are coming. Our guys winning like eight this season, but from then on going crazy. Like I think we are in a good place. But that's all I needed to say, man. I don't want to take up too much time. I don't even know how much time that was, but I appreciate you taking my call. Hey, man. We going up, man. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. I'm right with you. Appreciate that, DJ.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. And just I forgot. I had something. I had something off of what he said, but one of the things he said, I was like, okay, I've heard a couple of people say this, and I wanted to. The trade up for a tackle thing. It has been reported like through several people that we did actually try to trade up for tackle, and people were just trying to basically take advantage of it, knowing that we were fairly desperate for tackle and trying to charge us more than they normally would just because we were desperate. And I respect and love the fact that Adam Peters was like, nah, y'all not about to try me like that and try to get more out of me just because of the situation I'm in, take advantage. And even though I really wanted to trade up for Amarius Mims, that would have been like the main reason. It would have been an A+ draft if we did. But But yeah, man, I respect the fact that he was like, nah, y'all not about to take advantage of me. If anything, I take advantage of y'all and we'll be all right. We'll figure it out. We'll get it out the mud, but you're not about to do that to me. So I really love that and respect that from Adam Peter. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the draft. The fact that he just refused to be a victim to another team. Let me go ahead and bring on the next caller. We got my boy James Evans up next. Appreciate that, man. What's good, James?
What up, Rico, man?
What's happening with you?
Look, can we take a moment and salute the Washington Commanders football team staff?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. See, people's overlooking the guy. I can't look backwards trying to go forwards. I'm looking forward. So I'm going with the new guys. They showed me something. They got the guy I wanted at quarterback. I think we do need some work. It ain't all all the way there, but we're going to look good this year, and we're looking promising. We're out the darkness. We finally got the sun shining on us.
Yes, sir.
Let these
yes,
people
sir.
go to work.
It's a new day.
And let's just sit back and enjoy it. Now we can finally see some Joe Gibbs era and better things. You know what I mean? Because I believe that what we got going on is going to rival that of the Joe Gibbs era, which I've seen for myself. And I know that we got great talent. All we got to do is just put it together. We got great coaches.
Yep.
Why everybody's all down in the dumps. What y'all doing that for? We got a whole different thing going on. And I agree with a lot of guys that I heard before me that talked to you that were saying that. That was right. Why are we looking backwards for? We need to stay going forward because I think it's a new era. It's a new day. We're going to win. We're not going to be never in the playoffs again. And we're going to be in the playoffs a lot. We're not trying to win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's start rooting like we used to root. And that's how we will them to win. Put your will into it. You got to will your team to victory. You can't just sit around always crying about stuff. That's some old whiny diaper wearing ass dudes. You dig?
We need a home field advantage
get off
too.
Your mama's titty and be a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man, bro. Like, we've been watching this team all our lives, most of all of us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We done seen the ups and downs and the bullshit. We don't have Snyder no more.
Yep.
So we can now appreciate the things we've seen and actually give them credit for making moves they're making. You know what I'm saying? And anticipate a championship.
Yep.
Let's get back to that. To where we in the playoffs this year. I hope we can win it, man. We can do it. Let's get to that point.
Yep.
No, I mean, I ain't going to hold you, though, bro. I love your show. You know I'm always going to call you.
That.
Keep doing the good work, bro.
Yes, sir. My boy James from Louisville. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Great call and great points, man. Because, yeah, I think this is the time to be optimistic. Yeah, maybe we don't necessarily go really far this year. Maybe we don't even make the playoffs. But we're setting like a foundation to where, to my boy James' point, we should be competitive constantly from now on. Just perpetually competitive. Instead of perpetually average like we were, we should always be in the playoff mix and hopefully soon in the Super Bowl mix. I'm not expecting it to be this year, but we'll see what happens, man. And we have a few more people call in. Let me go ahead and add them to the list. But next up, we got my boy Commander Delorean next up with the call. Let me bring my boy on again just to give everybody a heads up. Trying to be as strict as possible by the 3-minute timer because I already know we have a bunch of people flying in right now. I think we're down to like 12 people in line, but still 3 minutes per person. That adds up. So I really appreciate y'all. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Commander Delorean on next. How you feeling over there, my boy?
Man. Right here, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Atlanta in the building, too. It's an Atlanta stream now.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Holding on Atlanta. Thank you, dumbass Falcons.
I love it. Favorite part of the draft. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. All right, so I'm going to say that this whole experience has been A++. And I'm going to go way back. So I'm going to thank the NFL because I think the NFL was tired of Dan Snyder more than we were. And, the NFL allowing Josh Harris to be able to be the owner of this organization meant a lot.
Oh, huge.
And I think they were ready for Washington. Washington's a major market. I mean, you
Big.
don't get any big. Literally, it's the president, and then it's the Washington football team, right?
Yep.
So, I think they knew. I think they were tired of his bullshit. So,
Yep.
getting
Losing
Josh
money.
Harris, I think was A+.
Yep.
A+, right? And then on top of that, even the year where we had to deal with Ron, you know, watching Josh just not act a damn fool and do anything brash or rash
Yep.
meant a lot. I think it meant a lot. I think the fact that he treated the buffoons that were running this place with dignity and respect,
Yep.
and thanked them for their time and sent them on their way meant everything.
Perfect.
I think it meant everything. And that is A+, right? Because guess what? That's what got us Adam Peters. Because
Yep.
if Josh Harris was a jackass, AP wouldn't be here.
Nope.
Right? So A+ there. Right? So Josh is A+. He's the GM who got the GM, who was smart enough to surround himself with really smart sports executives.
Yep.
Right? I mean, he went out and got dude from Golden State Warriors. Are you serious? You got a basketball guy. You know what I mean? Like to understand what you really need to have in leadership, right? In a really successful sports franchise. We got AP. AP got their coaches. I mean, you know, I don't think anybody really saw the whole DQ thing. I think the fans ourselves, we were all hyped up on dude from Detroit. But
yeah, that's his
AP
name from now
knew
on.
Who he wanted.
That's his name from now on. Dude from
Yeah,
Detroit.
dude
That's
from
it.
Detroit.
I don't know his name no more. Yeah.
Right. You know? And ultimately AP knew what he wanted, right? And he got the guy ultimately that was the right guy to get. And DQ has now kind of gotten everybody else in line that we needed, right?
Yep.
So when you start putting together the organization itself is they reset us all the way back to pre-Dan Snyder. They got rid of all that nonsense, people that didn't know what they were doing, that were corrupt, that were in it for the money, and they got dudes in there that really know football and know that if they do the football right, the money's going to come.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And that's really what it all is, right? So I'm not with the whole, I think it's entertaining. I think what you guys do is great. You add a lot of value to the fans because you keep us abreast as to what's going on day to day because a lot of us don't have time to be doing all that. So
Appreciate
we watch
it.
you guys so we can understand what's going on day to day, right? Like you guys are our sports center. So I think it's important that, you know, the Kings, the 4 Kings, you know, you, Louie T, Oliver, and Rio, like all you guys are important to exist because you keep us updated, right? But in the same token, you got to trust these guys, right? Like we can't be the Dan Snyder fans. You know what I mean? I think we know better than the dudes that know, right? They know. They're not talking because they're not talking for a reason. We're just out here speculating.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I love the fact that they know what they're doing. And we're going to get back to where we're supposed to be. It's going to take some time, but he's going to do it right. He said, hey, it's not going to be real quick. It's going to take time. I said last year was all about really bad coaching. It wasn't the players. AP came in, and when he had to make a decision or comment on the players, he was like, we got a lot of work to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like a nice little 5-second pause. Nice little. but
exactly.
Just to let you know, your time is up. So if you had one more point.
Yeah, nothing else, man. Other than that, we got the right coaches. AP took care of the right players. Man, we ready to raise hell. Thanks for the call. I appreciate your time. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. Nah, I appreciate you for the call, man. Great call, man. Appreciate that big time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Commander Delorean representing from Atlanta, man. You know, we just had a nice little Atlanta 5 minutes real quick. You know what I'm saying, my boy. Now, let me go ahead and move on to the next call. Appreciate that again, Commander Delorean. Still have a lot more people coming in here. As we go through calls, more people come in. So, again, which is why I'm reminding people of the 3-minute timer. Usually, I don't. Usually, I just let people just go on, like just go crazy. But it's a lot of people in line. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Eric Hill on next. What's good, Eric?
Yo.
What's good? How you feeling?
What's good, man? I'm about to come in here like Louie too. Who else could it be? No, I ain't gonna do that.
What's good, man?
But man, so I guess I was excuse me, one of those delusional people that actually like May over Daniels for a lot of reasons. But I'm gonna skip over that for now
I can see
because
it.
I guess I'm an idiot. So let me say though, y'all really don't realize how good Mike is. Though I'm a Michigan fan, Mike is really good. That's a lot of competition at corner now. I think Forbes is gonna have to realize he's gonna have to tighten up and hit that playbook and actually understand his technique a lot more.
Great point.
Man, he's not really I wouldn't say he's just a ball hawk. Like, he can stalk a corner and he can make you want to cough it up. Like, it doesn't show all the way on tape, but it pops. Like, you can tell he was in Penix's peripherals a lot, and Penix had tried to look him off, but dude is a nightmare. Johnny's a really good pick. We need to investigate Illinois, man. That may be defensive U, not DBU, but defensive U with Witherspoon and Quan coming out.
Yep.
I guess I got to acknowledge it. Daniels is cold. I'm not saying he's not cold. I had to troll my pops just because he's a Florida guy. He loves the SEC. Like, he's like you. He'll tell you if a Georgia player or a Florida player or a Tennessee player is real. He thinks he's real. I don't see it as much as everybody else. Like, May does need a season to sit, though. I agree with Buddy in the comments. But the thing is, it's 5 years in college. Like, I can't ignore the other 4 years of tape. It's really bad. I think 1 year he didn't even average 10 yards a throw. Or 10 yards for throw over the whole season. I mean, he had a good QBR, but those guys just get open at LSU. And you see Jamar Chase and Neighbors, they basically shadow clones. I mean, he playing with Naruto. Like, let's not act like these dudes, he's got, like, windows that are going to exist in the league. But there's things Daniels can do when the play breaks down. He can play better out of structure, closer to, like, Caleb. I think Caleb is the best at playing in structure and out of structure. And Daniels does have elite traits that pop off the field. Yeah, the Falcons are tripping. I'm about to say your Falcons. Your rivals down there are tripping.
I would say the team I hate the most.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Philly now. It used to be the Cowboys always, but Philly is crazy. Yo, Ben, I think the plan at O-line though is that Ben, they're gonna use him to chip. I think they're gonna use him because he can block a little bit, but he can get out and go. And then plays, they're gonna roll Jaden out a lot in space. So it was pretty bad, bro. It was bad. Like, even this year, there was moments where I was like, I'm talking about this dude talking about the Jaden tape. It was bad. Like, I saw J.J. McCarthy play better against Alabama the day of it with less talent on. I would say, though, McCarthy has a better tight end, so that does help against Alabama. But other than that, yeah, that tape wasn't good, especially the Arizona State? Was it Arizona State? It was last year there. So, but back to the point, though. Yeah, the draft was really good. I mean, AP was cooking in an AP belt. I didn't even know they made those. No, I'm just giving you my opinion, bro. I already said the kid's nice. Do some hating in the chat. That's crazy. But I just said I prefer Bay. I don't think Dales can't be great or they both can't be good in the world. Like, I think it'd be like a Phillip Rivers Eli situation. So that's all. But hey, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. My boy Eric, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty too, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Eric, appreciate that. Great call per usual. Let me go ahead and move on to the next caller. We have, so that person left. So let me delete that. I'm keeping a running list because it's kind of like out of control at this point. There's a lot of people in here. Okay, that person left too. Got it. That person left. Okay, that's good. Even with all these people leaving, though, we still have 12 people in here. So this is wild. Let me go ahead and bring on, we had a 315 number. Who's this? 315, you there?
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who's this?
What's good?
Yes, sir. You said who? Sorry?
Nah. I'm Julian from Syracuse.
Oh, yes, sir. Let me save you in there. What's good, Julian?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yo, I just want to say thank you for putting me on this draft thing. I never did a draft. I've been a Washington fan for 20 years. It's been a sad story for a long time, man. But you put me on.
Appreciate it.
Like I'm alive now.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you. That's all I want. I mean, I don't come here and speak on the draft picks and nothing like that. I just want to say thank you to you.
Okay, appreciate that. My boy Julian, man. I got you saved in and everything.
I appreciate that, bro. But keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head up. Much love.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Julian, man. Appreciate. I almost say Jaden because everybody's talking about Jaden Daniels. Appreciate that. My boy Julian, I got you saved in and everything too. So next time you call in, I got you, man. Appreciate that.
All right, no doubt, Robbie.
Yes,
All right, peace
sir.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've yet, as long as I've lived in New York and everything like that, I have not made it up to Syracuse yet. I mean, I've tried to go I might try to go through Syracuse because I do want to go to Toronto too. All right, instead of wasting y'all time with my rant, let me go ahead and move on to the next caller. My boy Fletch from Philly. I already know he gonna pull up with that heat, man. What's good, Fletch?
What's happening? How you doing?
What's good? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. I just want to address all the Jaden Daniels stuff I heard earlier. So here's the main thing, right? One, Jaden Daniels at Arizona State, they were consistently like an 8-win team, 8 or 9-win team. I think the first year he was there, they won 8 games. The year after was COVID year. They only played 4 games. I think he went 2-2. And then the year after that, his last year at Arizona State, I think he won again 8 or 9 games. And then when he left to LSU, they went back to winning 3 to 4 games. So I mean, the whole Jaden Daniels carried, or I won't say help, because obviously that's what it is. I mean, obviously Brian Thomas and what's his name all helped them, but he was a main reason why they were where they were. If you look at, he had Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors the year prior, and they were nowhere near the same team as they are this year. And so that at the end of the day is about the person passing the ball. The main reason why I like main reason why I like Jaden Daniels over Drake May. Make it clear for the people who love May. May is by far the closest thing to arm talent to Caleb Williams, and that's cool. But me personally, I value 3 things. I'm going to say this over and over again. I value 3 things over arm talent. One is anticipation. Can you throw the ball with anticipation? 2, can you throw the ball on time? In breaking route, out breaking routes, and etc.
Yep.
3, do your feet align with your eyes? Do you look indecisive with your feet? That means you're indecisive with your eyes. And I feel like Caleb Williams and Drake May both had that problem with their feet. They're very happy feet in the pocket. Jaden Daniels is more, he knows where he wants to go with the ball. And so those 3 reasons I take over arm talent. And I think I heard you say this in a video. There's only about 5 special arm talent players that no one else can compete with. But there's not only 5 great quarterbacks.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you mix good arm talent, because it's not like the arm talent of Jaden Daniels is of the same as Mac Jones. I mean, he's still going to be his arm talent is still good. But when you combine that with the mechanical stuff that he already has coming into the league, that's why I personally like Jaden Daniels way more than Jaden.
I love that.
I wanted to say, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. The other thing is, with this team, the thing is, I feel like the overall draft outside of Jaden Daniels was an A+ regardless. I feel like Mikey was somebody I was high on months ago. As soon as I saw him, the whole thing about his height, I don't think is a valid argument. I mean, the best slot corner is who? Kenny Moore. He's 5'9".
Yep.
There's 5 other really good slot corners that if you go on PFF, I was looking at this earlier. If you go on PFF and look at the best slot corners they have rated, they're all 5'9" and 5'10". That's the average height for a slot corner.
Yep.
So I don't think that really matters. I think linebacker crew, we already know what that is. Newton, hot take coming, but I think Newton has Hall of Fame talent. I think he could be that Hall of Famer or Hall of really good type of player if he reaches his max potential in the league. Which I think if anybody in the coaching staff in the NFL were able to get him to that, it would be this one.
Yep.
I think my time is up, right? Is that
yes,
true?
sir. Yes, sir. But if you had one more point, you know what I'm saying? If you had something cooking.
I'll just end it with this. I say we sweep it. I say we sweep the Giants. We split with the Cowboys.
Okay.
Split with the Eagles, and we win 9 to 10 games. It's all going to come down to, I think, Jaden Daniels. I don't think any of the other players are, to me, are a factor on why we lose more than 10 games. I mean, the defense, I think, will be solid. The offense, majority of the offense are proven. And so it's really going to come down to, can Jaden Daniels elevate? Oh, wait. Can I say one more thing, please?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, last thing. The whole thing about the offensive line, Jaden Daniels' legs are something that is going to make it not look as big of a problem that it truly is. He's someone who can mask those, and there's many quarterbacks who can, and I think he's one of them. And so Jaden Daniels with his legs gives you more time to build that offensive line for him. I just want to end it like that.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. My boy Fletch, man. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all boys be safe. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great call. Great call. I love the dialogue too, because my boy Eric, even while my boy Fletch was, basically retorting his points, Eric said good points by the caller. You know what I'm saying? I love that. That's what this community is for, man. I love this fan base. Let me go ahead and move on to the next caller again. Trying to be as strict as possible with the 3-minute timer because we have so many people. Literally, while Fletch was on, 3 more people called. That's why y'all get those random echoes, because I gotta hurry up and mute y'all after y'all call in and things like that. I don't know why. I've tried to figure out how to fix that. But either way, instead of wasting more of y'all time in babbling, let me go ahead and bring 703. Who's this?
Hey, Rico, this is Tom from the DMV, man, from Virginia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate you calling.
First of all, I just want to say, big fan of yours, and I appreciate everything you do.
Appreciate it.
You know, you go through everything, A to Z. You know, there's nothing you miss, and you know, I'm a big Washington nerd, right? So I love everything. So
appreciate
keep it coming, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, the other thing so a couple things. One, I'm 51 right now, and I remember watching the Redskins back in '82, right, the first Super Bowl, and I lived through the glory days. I saw it all, and I've never been more excited about this team, since then, that I am right now. And Bobby Beathard, he built those great teams and everything, but I think Adam Peters, he's like Bobby Beathard 2.0. I think he's doing a good job. A lot of people are, I know they wanted, them to draft left tackle, right tackle, but at the end of the day, he's going with best player available.
Yep.
We got to remember that he's only in year 1 of this recalibrate or rebuild or whatever. And, when you're starting off, there's a lot of holes to fill. And if you're just going based on need, by the time, I guess he tried to move up in the first round again and he couldn't. So by the time we got to 36 and 40, maybe there wasn't a lot of tackles left that they were keying on, and that's why. So, at that point, going with Newton and the cornerback from Michigan, those were the smart moves to make. So, I think he's doing a good job. I think we just need to be patient and, let him work, man. Let him cook, because I think he's going to continue to build, the other thing I wanted to say is with Jaden, he is, a lot of people would say, well, he had Malik Neighbors, he had Brian Thomas there, and that kind of helped his development, and I'm sure it did. But at the same time, you got to remember he had to get the ball to them, and all those tight throws, right? And some of them were wide open, but there were a lot of throws, outside the hash marks, if you look, and he pinpointed that ball, and the ball placement was crazy. I mean, people were always talking about Drake May and his arm strength. Well, the arm strength's great, but if you don't have the pinpoint accuracy and you can't throw with anticipation, it doesn't matter how hard you throw.
Yeah.
And so he has lesser arm strength, but the fact that he can anticipate and pinpoint that ball, like on the back shoulder throws and over the shoulder, and that's elite.
Especially
and
that slot fade, boy.
What's that?
I said, especially that slot fade, boy. He's different with that one.
Yeah, exactly. And he hit that over and over.
Yep.
And the other thing is, they knock him for not throwing over the middle and all that, but I watched plenty of tape where he's throwing over the middle, and he's getting to his third read, the backside dig, and he sees it and he throws him open. So, yeah, I think he's fine, man. I think, with him at the helm and these other guys we're getting, man, I'm just excited. I'm excited. So
yes,
I can't
sir.
wait for the season, and hopefully, you never know. We could have a CJ Stroud year and make the playoffs year 1. So
that's the goal. that's best case scenario. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, man, that's all I had to say, but thanks for taking my call, and I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. Got my boy Tom saved in now, so I appreciate the call and everything, man. Have a good evening.
All right, you too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and bring on the next caller. We have, so that was the 703 number, I believe. So then next up is my boy Brandon. What's good, Brandon? How you feeling over there?
I'm good. How are you, Rico?
Yes, sir. Happy, excited.
Oh, I'm excited too. I will say I love every pick that we have, but my favorite pick was probably Luke McCaffrey. He's so underrated, and he flew so under the radar for most teams. I'm happy we got him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loads of potential.
Those 71 catches for 922 yards and 13 touchdowns, he's going to be a monster up in this league. It doesn't matter if it's at Rice. That's still a monster of season.
And he's only been playing receiver for 2 years his whole life, too.
Which is crazy. And one of my other favorite picks is Johnny Newton. I wasn't sold on the pick at first. I was like, why are we taking defensive tackle at 36? And then I saw all the stats, and I'm like, that's why.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, I was like, yep, there we go. That's a great pickup for us. And I love what Adam Peters has done. He's basically turned this entire franchise around in the span of 2 months.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Which is crazy to me is because growing up as a Washington fan, I was born in 01, so I've always known losing. I didn't think that we would ever get to a point where I would be hopeful like this heading into a season because of Dan, and then once Dan left and Peters came, I'm like, I'm actually enjoying the off season for once, which is something that has never happened.
It's terrible, but true.
And I was just like, it's so surreal to finally feel this, because what a lot of people don't understand is, like, a lot of the older generations, they felt this with Joe Gibbs, but people who were born around my time, early 2000s, we never really got to experience that in full and actually remember it.
Yeah.
Like the older generations had. So this is like something that's so new and something that's so, like, mystical to us.
Yeah.
And we're happy that it's happening.
Yeah.
Like my friend, like my boy at work, his name's Kayvon. Him and I were sitting there today just like all jittery because we were like, oh my gosh, look at the draft, look what's going on. We're like, what is this? I'm so happy. And I love the undrafted free agents that we signed, like Chiggy and all them.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say, keep bringing these updates. I love them. And I thank you for keeping us updated. And that's all I got to say tonight. You have a good one.
Appreciate it. My boy Brandon, appreciate you calling in again, man. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy. Good call. Let me, I had something, before I started saying thank you and everything, I had something in my head. Forgot what it was. We just gonna go ahead and keep it pushing again. Trying to be as strict as possible with the 3-minute timer. So I'm always remind y'all once y'all like get down to it. My boy Brandon didn't even get down all the way to his. Now we gotta bring in my boy that y'all all need to subscribe to if you haven't already. Cause this boy, if there's one guy out there that I know for a fact watches tape before he speaks any opinions, it's my boy at Tim Sports Talk. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy if you haven't already. Go check out all his content. What's good, Tim, man? How you feeling?
What's up, Rico?
What's good? What's good? What'd you say?
I'm really happy. I said thanks for taking my call. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Oh, yeah. You good. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was just driving home. I was like, yeah, I'll call in, say hey, what's up?
Yes, sir.
I'm really excited that the fan base is excited about this team. And I think they do have a lot to be excited about. We hired a great coach. Adam Peters is doing a great job. The draft went very, very well. I was a big Michael Penix guy, but I have no problem with Jaden Daniels. Then Newton was a shock to me. I didn't look at any D tackles because I was literally thinking D tackle was the only position we wouldn't go with.
Same.
So I literally screamed, "Who gave Martin Mayhew the card? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what?" We got Fedarian Mathis. But the difference with Fedarian Mathis and Newton is that Fedarian Mathis was rated by all the analysts, third, fourth rounder?
Yep.
This guy's a consensus first-round talent. So I was much cooler with that. And then we traded back, which I loved. And I feel as though everybody was cool. Or I feel like everybody would have been cool with a corner and tight end at 36 and 40. So we still got those as second-round picks while adding a phenomenal first-round talent. So I loved that we had 3 second-round picks here.
Yep.
I liked Sandistro. I saw him in the college football playoffs. He flashed in those games. Looked like an absolute stud. And then I was on the mantle for Ben Sinnott for like the last 2 months. And I don't know if they're interested in him. They didn't bring him in for a top 30 visit.
Yep.
They didn't I didn't know if they had any interest in him. When they said that name across the screen, I screamed my head off. I was like, no way that we actually did. Because we finally got a tight end. We finally got a 6'3.5", 250-pound dude that can block, run, and catch. Okay, we don't have
Finally.
who's just a big receiver. we don't have John Bates, who's a little offensive lineman. We don't have Jeremy Sprinkle, who's not a football player. We have a tight end. Right? And I'm so excited about him. Like, you see those highlights of him literally running through 2 guys as the lead blocker on the same play.
Yep.
That's who we drafted in Ben Sinnott. And I think he could be this year's potential Sam Laporta.
Yep.
Potentially.
Same
He's a little
here.
bit slower. I think he ran a 4.68, where Laporta ran like a 4.59, but he's still got athleticism. So I'm super excited about Sinnott. I'm really not that excited about Coleman. I know a lot of people are super hyped on him and giving him an A because we finally drafted a tackle. The truth is, after the first 6 tackles, the rest sucked. I'm so happy we didn't get Patrick Paul. He looks like a holding waiting to happen. His arms go so wide. I wasn't interested in Kingsley. I wasn't interested in Kieran. These guys were all developmental, maybe down the road. So I'm so glad we didn't reach on those in the second round.
Yep.
Then you have Brayden Coleman, which I'm not super excited about. But maybe he can play right tackle. We still need left tackle badly. So we'll figure that out, I guess. I'm assuming they're going to sign somebody like a Donovan Smith or some vet 1-year deal and then draft a left tackle next year.
Yep. Jaden Daniels' teammate.
The rest of the draft, Jaden Smith?
The left tackle that we're going to draft. Yeah.
I got you. But yeah, anyway, so then you have McGee and Dom. Was it Dominique something?
Oh, yeah, Dominique Hampton. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Hampton. And the last guy, John Baptiste. We'll see how those pan out, but they're 5th and 7th round picks. You don't expect a whole lot. If you get anything out of them, that's fine. But I loved our second round. And then the guy that's the most interesting, in my opinion, we don't know what the heck he's going to be, is this Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see if he could be our Julian Edelman. Right?
Yep.
Former quarterback, turned receiver, now potential Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP. Right? So he literally comps to a poor man's Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
6'2", 195, route runner, fantastic hands. Right? He has a lot to learn, of course, because he's a quarterback. But as far as the measurables, he's even faster than Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
So as far as the measurables go, he's literally a poor man's Cooper Kupp. And if we can get who was also a 3rd-round pick, much earlier in the 3rd, I think pick 69, where this guy's pick 100. But man, that could be a very intriguing pick because at 6'2", he can play outside. He doesn't have to play inside.
Yeah.
You can put Jahan. Let Jahan slice up the slot corner all day long. He could have a field day in the slot. And then you have Terry on the other side. It's going to be interesting what they do with all the different weapons they have. We have Ben Sinnott is my favorite pick of the draft. Super excited about him. And we'll see what Jaden can do. But we got to get him a left tackle because he's got to stand straight up.
Please.
It's going to be – I know he's got mobility and everything, but he took a lot of sacks in that Florida State game.
Yeah.
When they actually had a really good defense. So you got to protect him. But yeah, how you feeling good about it?
Oh yeah, I'm in love. Somebody asked me earlier about who were my favorite draft picks. I said San Still was probably my number 1 value wise, and then Ben Sinnott was my number 2. Only reason I never put Ben Sinnott in any of my mock drafts was literally just because we never had a top 30 visit for him. But I was like, so okay, I guess next best is maybe Jared Wiley. We can go someone like that. But I'm super happy that we got Ben Sinnott. I'm right with you on there.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll let you go, and thanks for having me. I'm sure I went over time because I talked forever. But See you guys.
You good, man. Appreciate that. That's my boy Tim Sports Talk. Again, make sure I subscribe to him. I saw my boy Cap78 said that he went ahead and subscribed. So make sure y'all all pull up to my boy. If you enjoyed that call, he has his YouTube channel and everything. And I've been over there to live stream with him and everything too. So make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. Let me go ahead and keep it pushing. We have a 302 number up next. Let me go ahead and get you unmuted. Who's this?
302. Hello.
What's good?
So my name is Joseph Green. I'm from Delaware.
All right, yes, sir, yes, sir. Let me go ahead and save you in. You said Justin?
Joseph.
Oh, Joseph. Got okay. Let me save you in now. Okay. See, you got my boy in now.
I'm a big fan.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
a big fan.
Appreciate that.
I watch your live whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have to say Daniels, I would pick him any day over Drake May or J.J. McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
My take on him is in Adam Peters' first draft as commander, general manager, he's open for Daniels over J.J. McCarthy and Daniel May. And if Peters got the right man for Washington finally, I would say that he would be the solution for quarterback for our problems.
Yeah, I hope so. 10 plus years, please.
And I have to say, his arm is like one of the best arms out there. Like everybody's saying, he has one of the best arms. He can run out of the pocket, and he can go downfield, and he can throw it to anybody. Then we go to our wide receiver, which means we got somebody that's going to sit behind Tim McLaren, Doxson, Crowder.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that we could really use in the deep thread.
Yep.
I would give our draft an A+. I've been a fan since RG3 started being quarterback, and RG3 even said that Daniels is the best quarterback for us.
Yep. A lot of people are praising this.
I think they should start him first game of the season.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's why we did not go get a Drake May. You're trying to bank on his potential, because number 2 overall pick, you're hoping that guy like pretty much better start week 1. Otherwise, you trade back for the guy that you could develop.
But what I'm saying is, like, Drake May, he's good and all, but he's not the best. Like, he still has improvements.
Yep.
All the quarterbacks do, but
yep.
I just think he has the best arm, and he's more accurate, like it's saying about him.
For sure.
He just needs to prove it.
Yes, sir.
So I hope I can get on here again some other time.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Appreciate the call. Yes, sir. My boy Joseph, man. I got my boy Joseph saved in here, man. Appreciate the call. First time caller. Make sure y'all say what's up to him, man. Appreciate that. Make sure you have a good evening, man.
You too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call. Let me go ahead and bring on. Next up, we have. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm keeping track, because it's a long list, and a lot of people don't have never called in before. So I'm trying to keep track of numbers too. Like most people have names, trying to keep track of numbers. So next we have a 301 number. We have multiple 301 numbers, but I'm talking about the one whose next digit is 9. Let me go ahead and bring you in. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, brother? This is Fox, man. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Let me save you. You said Fox, right?
Yeah. Calling out from from PG County.
Yes, sir. Let me save all of that in there. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, man. What's good?
Hey, what's good, man? Just wanted to say, love the draft.
Yeah.
Super excited about it. This is probably the most excited I've been since 2012, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels, I think he's going to bring that excitement back to the DMV. And, what sold me about him is, months and months was building up, and I was watching your videos, and I watched all the other videos about him or May or JJ, and I was like, man, I really hope that they pick Daniels. But what sold me about him, bro, is that he's just been a starter, a leader, a QB since day one, man. He was 14 years old, on his varsity team, leading his team.
Yep.
And then all the way at ASU, 17 years old, doing a thing.
First
doing
starting
the damn
quarterback for
thing up there.
ASU history, too, just to let that be known, too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes,
17
sir.
years old. I don't know if people know that. He's 17 years old at ASU. He got Brandon Ayuk, I think, an NFL contract. The quarterbacks that help out these wide receivers, they're the ones that get them in. And then he went through, when they're comparing him and May, they're talking about May. He had a offensive coordinator change. Jaden Daniels had 3 at ASU. I learned about.
Yep.
He had 3 in his first 3 years, and then he went to LSU. He actually stepped his game up, went to the SEC, and then when he actually had a consistent offensive coordinator for 2 straight years, look what he did. And then he's just been leading ever since. So this guy's a leader, man. He's a baller, and he's on his grind, man. I think he's on an ascension way up. He's going to be ascending from here.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Yeah, that's all I have to say, brother.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I love your show, man, and I'll be calling in later. Y'all
Yes,
take care.
sir. Appreciate that. Got my boy Fox saved in now, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Great call. Great call. Also, to add to your point, too, about like Jaden Daniels' ceiling, I don't like the narrative that was going around that because Drake May has a supposed higher ceiling, that Jaden Daniels doesn't have any ceiling. Like it's either or. Either you have the higher floor or the higher ceiling. You can't have both. I hated that narrative that was going around. I feel like Drake May's floor was being a little undersold, and I feel like Jaden Daniels' ceiling was being undersold big time. I feel like he has a lot of room to grow to get even better than what he is already. Let me go ahead and go to the next caller. Also, before we move on to the next caller, just to let y'all know, I'm going to lock it down. We're down to, I believe, 9 or 10 callers right now, and that's how we're going to wrap it up for the remainder of the show. Let me go ahead and move on to the next one so we can go ahead and get everybody through, because I know y'all are tired of waiting. I know some of y'all have been in here for like 30 plus minutes. So let me go ahead and bring my boy Chris on next. What's good, Chris?
Hey, what's up, Rico, man? I told you I'd call back, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, as far as the draft goes, it was decent. I like it, but I feel like we still need more, man. Like, to be honest with you, that left tackle position is kind of giving me chills, man, because, we got a franchise quarterback now, and I damn sure don't want to run it for the rest of his life, like running for his life out there.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like my dream scenario for real from this point forward. Let's try to get Brandon Ayuk up here, man. Like let's try to get Brandon Ayuk. Let's trade back for Trent Williams. When I say like just Adam Peters, he knows that personnel over there. He knows that Bruce Allen is not here no more. Everybody wants to see Trent Williams come back and retire here with us. Let's think of a package deal to make it happen. Like let's get Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams. We can swap first round picks with San Fran, right? Swap first round picks. We can give them a third and a fifth. I think that'd be great. You know what I'm saying, for those 2 players, because Trent Williams is almost out the door because he's about to retire. Then you got Brandon Ayuk, which is best friends with Jaden Daniels. Like it's a match made right there.
They was just hanging out last night too. Like they best of friends.
Right. You know what I'm saying? In real time. So what I would do if that ever worked, I would move the right tackle Turnstile Wiley. I would move him into the left guard position because I think he'll be better as a guard. And then we got the guy that we got from the center that we got from Dallas. He right there. We still got a mainstay in our right guard, which is Cosme. And then you put the dude Coleman, which I actually had him on my draft board or whatever, that I did before the draft.
Mock draft,
and I picked Coleman and Sanat. I actually picked those 2 to come. But and another surprise was Mikey Standerstill. I think he's for real. I think he's more of a juiced up Ashanti Samuels. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like a senior.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can kind of compare him to Asante Samuel, and you know how good Asante Samuel was for New England.
Crazy.
Which also had Adam Peters at New England at the time, right?
Yep, he was one of their main scouts.
He was in the Broncos. He was in the Broncos. My bad. I get it confused sometimes.
Well, he went to the Broncos later, but he was
be...
with the Patriots at first. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's why I was like, maybe he knows something about Mikey. You know what I mean? And then when you look at the tape, he jumps out. The guy jumps on tape. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
6 interceptions. They taking him back to the house. So I feel like we still need more work done. I know we can't do it all in 1 year, but yeah. I feel like if we had that dream scenario I just ran down to you, I think we'll be a little bit better. And then, and I'm not expecting us to win 10 games this year, but I expect us to win more than 4. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But, and also wanted to let you know that you're man. I always give you a big praise every time I'm on here, man. And
appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work. You always on point with all the personnel. I don't care if we got a janitor that we just started at the FedEx Field. You know about him too. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like, man, you keep everybody on their toes, man, and with the personnel and stuff like that. I think I really think Adam Peters need to hire you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I have for today, man. Keep up the good work. And I'm a skilled, commanders or I'm gonna keep it moving though, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it. Great call. Appreciate you calling back too, man.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my boy Chris right there, man. Great call. Great call. We're going to go ahead and bring on the next person. We got my dog Joseph up next. And again, just to let y'all know, it's locked in. A couple of people left, so we're down to the last 5 callers. I'm mostly saying that to the people that are in line so that like if you're towards the back, you most recently called in, it's not a bunch of people in front of you. So we're going on to Joseph next. Let me bring my boy Joseph on. How you doing over there?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good, man. Excited. I'm loving the excitement in the fan base.
Same.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is what I had to say.
Okay.
Right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Remember Ole Miss in like 2012, 2014 era when they had DK Metcalf and AJ Brown at the same time?
Yeah.
Who was their quarterback?
That's actually a good. I forgot.
Exactly. Irrelevant. Exactly. So back to Jaden Daniels had a lot of NFL talent. We know the NFL wide receivers, but we knew the NFL wide receivers because of Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
But we don't know who that Ole Miss QB was.
Yep. Even with the great receivers.
DK Metcalf.
Yep.
And AJ Brown. I think it was Chad Kelly or something like that.
Ooh.
But
lost me.
But yeah. But so yeah, Jaden Daniels gonna be fine. I love this man's energy. Like, I just love this man's energy. He's just cool-headed.
Yep.
Reminds me of it's like a mix of like the coolness of Joe Montana-ish, or in the swag of like a Namath.
Okay.
But not really that much swag. Yeah, he has Michael Vick swag, but it's like calm down.
Yeah,
like
he's far more chill. Yeah, he's far more just chilling. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, type of thing.
So that's that. Number 2, the pick on the defensive tackle. I was cool with it. Johnny Newton.
Yes, sir.
That's a good pick. It was a good pick. So I think we're gonna run like a 3-4 with a mix of a 4-3 scheme, and especially when he's as the defensive line with the defensive coach Ryan Kerrigan running it. So it's gonna be really fun.
Yep.
Because Ryan Kerrigan's gonna teach him a lot, especially how to stay healthy and stuff like that, giving him routines and stuff. You saw about I wish we would have had Keon Coleman, bro. That would have been hilarious.
Oh yeah, I love.
Did you see that man interview, bro, for the Bills?
It was too relatable, dog. Bro. It was too. He was talking about shopping for sweaters in the summer because it's cheaper. He was asking about the snacks, man. I'm a big fan of Keon Coleman, man.
I can't wait to watch it, bro. I can't wait to watch it for real.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, back to the wins. We gonna see what it's sitting on.
And just to let you know, you're up on the timer, but if you had like another major point, definitely fire off. Yes, sir.
Yeah, damn. This is 3 minutes already. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just end there.
Okay, my boy Joseph. And somebody brought up me starting like an anime channel on like in my live stream. I am considering it, man. I'm really thinking about it. And you calling in reminded me of that because I know you be up on it too. Oh, okay, Joseph. Joseph got a lot going on, but I still wanted to make sure I said bye to my boy Joseph. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As always, my boy Joseph always be pulling up. He even pulls up over there on Protect's channel when we discuss anime on his channel every Wednesday. But let me bring on the next caller. Of course, man, again, appreciate my boy Joseph. Next up, that person left. So we got this number right here. We have a 202 number. Who's this?
Yo, Rico.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who's this so I can save you in?
What's happening, man? This is Ivory, like the university.
Okay, for sure. That's not too far from me. What's good with you?
What's good, man? Hey, first I want to say I appreciate all y'all, man. You, Ed, Rio, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Y'all be doing your things. I be feeling like I got my own Negro network over this channel or something. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, I'm like, man, y'all should get on some play-by-play. You and Lou hit the play-by-play, and then Rio hit her with the sideline. And then, everybody drop back with the stats or some type of
Somebody do need to put that together for us to get like a game. Just let us run a game.
Man, get y'all in the suite or something. You hear me?
Yeah.
But yeah, so let me go down the draft, brother. Jaden Daniels for president. I've been hollering it all over the place. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the thing I don't like. I'm gonna break it down on your channel because pretty much like you can't say this everywhere, right? So people don't really like black quarterbacks. They ain't been saying it for years, but the truth is they don't like the whole mobile quarterback. Now you athletic, but you still got the ability to process. You still got the ability to throw it downfield. You still got the ability to find out who exactly is open in the scheme. You got the ability to read defenses, and they still peg you as just an athletic player.
Yeah.
They still peg you as just a running quarterback. And I think Jaden Daniels has the ability and the ceiling to be able to do something that we never seen before. We done seen the McNairs, we done seen the Moons, we done seen the Deshaun Watsons, we definitely seen the Vicks, definitely seen the Lamars, but he not a Vic or Lamar or Cunningham. He's somebody that's going to be able to read the defense, pre-snap, be able to go to the area of the field that he needs to go to, and he can throw the best flat fade in the game.
Yes,
So
sir.
At
Yes,
that
sir.
point, you even cam to the floor Drake May. We seen Drake May. Drake May ain't nothing but Sam Howell 2.0. He's taller, he got a big arm, but he make the same mistakes. Through the same amount of picks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Sam Howell had for us last year. So I don't even understand why that was a conversation. Now you talk about J.J. McCarthy. I don't understand how that was a conversation. the boy didn't throw a pass for the whole second half of games because his whole squad was controlling the game for him.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you want another Rex Grossman in here, you can do this thing. Let me go down the list because I only got a minute left, right?
Yeah.
Zon, bruh. That man's name is Zonnie, not Johnny. You feel me? It's Zonnie. Zonnie, he remind me of like Aaron Donald, honestly. Like if he gets stronger with his hands, the way he moves through guards and through tackles, I think you'll be able to put him on the outside and the inside with Deron and with Johnson and be able to wreak havoc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still, man, he remind me of Moreland, honestly. You know how Jimmy used to get busy in the slap.
Yep.
You feel me? So Ben Sinnott used to look at him and be like, I don't know, he kind of slow a little bit, but at the end of the day, if you see how he moved like a solid blocker and a solid receiving threat.
Yep.
If we can get that dude threat tight end at that position, it allows Jaden to have a scapegoat, you know what I'm saying, when things kind of break down in the pocket, which is what you need.
Yep.
Brandon Coleman, I think he can start now. Honestly, if I put him up against Lucas, I'd rather give Coleman the start and let him grow with Daniels. And if he can't do it, then next year we draft somebody and push him inside the guard. Luke McCaffrey, and this is just what I'm going to say, I'm an old fan, so I go all the way back to the Parky days with Ricky, Gary Clark, you know what I'm saying, Ricky Sanders, and Art Monk. I think we already got Jahan Dotson. We already got Scary Terry.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Luke's father, Ed was a lot like Art Monk. That possession slot that's going to be able to go across the middle, find holes in the zone, and be able to sit down and get first downs. And I think if we can come together like that, 10 wins this season.
Okay. Yes,
saying
sir.
10 wins at least. So, man, I'm going to let you go, man. I got through my 3 minutes, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying, long live the street scores. I be hashtagging that and all that, you feel me?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Big love, man. I got you saved in and everything, too. Yes, sir.
No doubt. All right, now. Peace.
All right, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great call. Have a good evening. Yes, sir. My boy Emery got him saved in and everything like that. Oh, also, I see my boy Sonny trying to call in. So, Sonny, I'm going to open it up real quick. Try to sneak in here real quick because I'm going to lock it back down because we're now down to like our last few callers. So, I see my boy Sonny because I know you did say you was going to call in. I remember from like the previous stream. So, go ahead and try to sneak in real quick. And then I got to lock it back down so we can get to everybody else. We're down to the last few people. We have a 714 number. Of course, I got to ask you who you are, but you're next. Then it's Louie. Then it's my boy Holla. And then it will end it with my boy Sonny if he can just go ahead and get in here. Because I want to make sure that I am able to lock it down. I don't want to, because whenever I lock it down, you hear like a loud voice saying conference locked or something like that. I want to make sure I go ahead and get that in there before like I have to press that button in the middle of somebody talking. I don't know where he is. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna give him like another 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next caller. Let me go ahead and bring in the 714 number. Who's this?
How you doing, Rico?
What's good with you, man? How you feeling?
The conference has been locked.
I'm feeling good, but I just wanted to say that big fan and that really appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. You said Claire, right? I got you saved in.
Yep, it's Claire.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
A shout out to Julian in Syracuse because I'm over here in LA and I was brought up in Syracuse. So Juice, baby. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
I love that. I'm always going to love that. Let's go. Yes, sir.
So, 62 years old, first game I ever saw, Super Bowl 7. Mike Bass catches the interception, goes back, and I was a Redskin fan forever. So,
okay.
But I a lot of times I'm heartbreak kid, and I'll tell you why. Billy Kilmer throws that pass to Jerry Smith, and it hits the crossbar. I was heartbroken. So then let's come up to 13, and number one, I hope Jaden learns how to slide because RG3 were getting some really hellacious hits, and I think that shortened his lifespan.
Yep.
But all those coaches on there that are coaching today and head coaches and everything and nothing. And then I looked at the roster last year, and on paper, it looked like we're for sure going all those first-round picks in the defense and this and that. So, but no, heartbreak kid again. Okay. So, but I wanted to make a couple. I have a question for you before I get off, and then I wanted to make a statement. I hang out with Bill Brown, Larry Brown's brother, and boy, do we want to see him get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I just got one of Larry Brown's jerseys today, which reminded me of that.
Yes, sir.
As far as the what's funny is this. This is funny. Ever since I've been watching you and Lou, you've been enlightening us to these players. So when the draft started, especially day 2, and a team would pick a person, I'd go, oh, man, I can't believe I wanted to have it. They told me that, and it go. So, I did that. It was funny, but it was fun.
Appreciate that.
And then the last thing is we have the second most in the salary cap.
Yep.
But what happens if they don't spend that money? Does it roll over to the next year, or it zeroes out and we start again next year?
It's like a really complicated thing that I don't know like 100%, but there is some type of like rollover and I mean at the end of the day, base, if we don't pay somebody like long term, that's just more money we have next year anyway. But I mean right now, Adam Peters seems to be in the business of giving out 1-year deals anyway. If you have any slight question mark, 1-year deal for you. If you're really talented but 1-year deal. If you're young but still there's some questions, 1-year deal. So I think anybody that we would bring in, maybe like a Justin Simmons all-pro safety, maybe a David Bakhtiari on a really incentive-based deal like Tyron Smith got with the Jets. I think it will probably be at best a 1-year deal anyway, and then they'll come off the books and we'll have plenty of cap space next offseason anyway.
Okay. All right. I got that cleared up. That's good.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to let you go. I have 1 second, and I just want to always shout out Jesus Christ, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. We'll talk to you later. I'll keep you in prayer, my brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Great call.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, speaking of Syracuse, too, even though you're probably headed now. Oh, no, you stayed good. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I love Fran Brown. I'm rooting for him to go crazy for y'all. I hope he kills it. I saw him bringing in a bunch of receivers and things like that. I think Syracuse is definitely going to be on the map with my boy Fran Brown up there. He recruits that area so well, I already miss him. That whole Northeast, like really like Maryland and up, that was his territory. The reason we were getting those players, even maybe like Ellis Robinson, even though he played at IMG, that was because of Fran Brown. So he's going to be missed. He's going to kill it over there in Syracuse.
He must be loved because there are so many players that are running up there. And, we haven't had a team since McNabb left.
Oh, you're going to have one with Fran Brown. He's for sure.
Well, I'm hoping both my football teams, because my basketball team's getting there too, but I hope both of my Syracuse and my Redskins, and always Redskins, never Commanders, I hope they turn it around, man.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. God bless.
Sir. Yes, sir. You too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me bring so we got the last 2, but I saw my boy Sonny try to call in again when when my boy Claire was talking. Sonny, if you can just sneak in real quick before we move on to the next caller, because we got my boy Holla and we got my boy Louie from Cali. I want to bring them in, but I'm trying to get you in there because again, when I'm locking it so that we just don't have a bunch of more flooded people coming in and things like that. But if I lock it while somebody's talking, it's that loud. Conference has been locked in the middle of somebody's sentence, so that's why I'm stalling right now to see if you can try to sneak in real quick. And I see my boy Junior just pulled up. Let me see if my boy Sonny might pull up just in time. I'm going to do it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sonny, you there? You there? All right, I'm going to have to lock it again. I'm going to have to lock it because I got to bring my boy Holla again. We're going to try again. We'll try again after I let my boy Holla go ahead and go crazy. What's good, Holla? How you feeling over there?
Rico.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up?
Hey man, I'm excited, bro. I mean, I know last year after draft I called and I went I went ham. I was just aggravated at Rod, man. But this is what a organization looks like when adults are running the farm. You know what I'm saying?
Professionals.
So I'm really excited to see what happens. I want to tell everybody in Commanders Nation though, don't get locked on these players and get used to them and become fangirls and fanboys. Because to be honest with you, man, I think everybody was talking about how cool AP is, but I got this feeling a lot of names that we're used to seeing on our team ain't gonna be there after camp. Especially in that secondary.
Yeah,
Get ready to see some folks move around. Also, man, I wanted to throw something in here, man. Don't judge me. Okay, we're going to start right there. Do not judge me.
Okay, I'm scared now.
But does Jaden Daniels look like Shock G to you?
You said who?
Shock G from Digital Underground.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. That's so random. That's so random,
man,
dog.
Bruh, just look, man.
No, I'm about to show them to everybody too. That's funny. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen so everybody can kind of see it. That is so random. I can see it a little bit, especially when he got the hair out a little bit too. That's so random, man.
With the glasses on.
Yeah.
you cut and put one of Jaden Daniels up. Them jokers look just alike me. I was bugging.
That's so random.
I can just see every time he went on the field, we start playing the Humpty Dance. Is your chance to do the Humpty. Oh man, but man, I appreciate everything you do. I hope you get a chance to come up and catch a game this year.
Yeah.
If you ever need a ticket, let me know because I got tickets.
Okay,
so,
much love.
Let me know. You can always come to the game free.
All right, man. Appreciate that. My boy Holla at Yemi, man.
All right, bro. Well, let me know if you ever decide when you want to come.
I bet.
Let me know, especially if it's one of them games that I'm not going to, because I live in Texas, so
okay.
Some of the games I'm not going to be able to make it. But,
yeah.
I will be at the Eagles, the Cowgirls, and the Giants game. So everything else is up in the air.
Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Big time, like for real.
No problem, man. You take care of yourself. Oh, yeah. And I think we need to change these dang uniforms. I'm sick and tired of these mustards. They always talking about burgundy and gold. No, Joker, that's mustard and red. I'm just sorry to tell you. We need to get somebody in there that can design a uniform. I will be glad to offer my service. Hey, it looks like a condiment. The condiments. We ain't the Commanders, we're the condiments. Mustard packs and ketchup packs everywhere. We even call them the top drawer. But man, I'm about to go. Take care of yourself, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Great call as always. My boy Holla at Yemi in the building, man. Appreciate that.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, man. Yes, sir. And let me bring my boy Louie on as well. My boy Louie from Cali, all the way from Cali, man. How you feeling over there?
What is good, Rico?
Yes, sir. What's good? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I got to say, God bless you, God bless RicoScores, and God bless the Commanders, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got Jaden freaking Daniels, man. Freaking Daniels. We got that guy, man.
Yes, sir.
I traveled from California all the way to Detroit just to see the NFL draft in person. And you got some fans over here, man. We got my family members over here. Everyone say hi.
Oh, what's good? What's good? What's good?
Yo,
Wait,
man,
what
we
part of
watch you, we
Cali?
watch you. Oh, say that again. Sorry.
I said, what part of Cali?
Central Valley. Over there
Okay.
next to Fresno.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, it was a big travel. Man, it was worth it. I wanted Jaden Daniels last time I spoke with you. I told you I wanted Jaden Daniels, and we got that guy. We got that kid, man.
Yes,
He's amazing.
sir.
He's gonna be a beast. But let me tell you something. I love all the picks we did. Everything was great. But no one's talking about Tyler Owens, man. What's going on? The best undrafted free agent we have ever had, I think, in my opinion.
I'm
I call him
with
the
you.
wide receiver killer. He
Yes,
is
sir.
a beast.
I'm right.
But
I
anyways,
love
man,
him.
I
I
want you to
love
talk to. I want you to talk about him a little bit more, man. That guy is going to be a beast for our guys if he makes the 50-man roster. in my opinion. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, you know I love some. I already did a whole, what was it, like 20-something minute breakdown on him. I love him, man. The same way I felt about Armani Rogers last year. The same way I felt about Jordan Mailata when the Eagles got him. It's that same feeling I have with him. He's raw, but literally like just an alien. You can't. Him and Jeremy Chin are probably two of the most athletic players in all of the NFL, and we have them both on the same team. So we're gonna be flying around. If there's any coaching staff that can get him from being so, so inconsistent, low awareness and things like that, it is this coaching staff with Dan Quinn, Joe Wood Jr. Don't forget we brought over Jason Simmons, who developed the Raiders. So if anybody can bring that out of Tyler Owens, it's this group. They just need to be a little patient with them, but his ceiling is unlimited. I don't even really have a comp for him because they just don't make people that are that big that can run like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think of him as Henry as a running back, but Henry as a cornerback,
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's just a complete alien,
All right,
man.
Well, I just wanted to say that. I wanted to come in. I wanted to say thank you, man. Keep up those videos. I watch them on the daily, man.
Yes,
I love
sir.
what you do, man. Take care, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate that from Louie and appreciate the Louie household. Just to remind you, too, your boy Jaden Daniels is from San Bernardino out there. So shouts out to Cali, man. Yes, sir.
Yup.
Yes,
That's my
sir.
boy right there. All right, take care, Rico. You have a good night, all right?
Yes, sir. You too, man. Great call, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I see my boy Sonny. I'm going to try to open it real quick for a second, but try to hurry up and get in here as soon as you possibly can. I wanted to make sure I said that before, because we've been trying to get you in for like 3 calls now. I don't know if you're like delayed in the stream or something like that. Try to refresh the stream or something like that. But I'm trying to get you in to be the very last call before we get up out of here. My boy Sonny, first of all, appreciate the donation big time. Appreciate that. He said, don't worry. Great AP drafted picks, top to bottom. Told y'all. Finally, this team is listening to the fans. Told y'all about Sam Hartman. That is crazy that we ended up picking him up, too. Appreciate the donation big time, Sonny. I wanted to make sure you were able to get in here. Yes, sir. My boy Sonny was able to get in, man. This will be the last call. I think this is a great way to end it right here. How you feeling over there, Sonny?
The conference has been locked.
Good, bro. How
Yes,
you feel?
sir.
How you feel, street?
Yes, sir. I'm good, man.
How about them Redskins, man? We did a good job in the draft, man.
Yes,
sir. Absolutely. Things didn't go like the way, I personally wanted, but still, a hand clap for the great AP, Adam Peters, you know what I'm saying, for that draft selection he made.
Yes, sir.
From top to bottom, with the quarterback, of course, you know what I'm saying, with Ben Sinat, to me, arguably hands down up there with Brock Bowers as a great tight end, because he carried Kansas State.
Oh, yeah. Big carry.
And with his loss, with him gone, they suffering a big loss, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they making videos about it and everything. And, and then coming back with the, with the defense, old boy from Michigan and everything, with Mikey and everything, that was a great pickup. I mean, it was just like home run picks, from top to bottom, and it's just like, and then with the off undrafted signing, yes, especially with Sam Hartman.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, somebody got to pick that boy up, because that boy right there,
he led Notre Dame to a 10-win season.
Yep.
Like, come on. Like you can't take that, as a pinch of salt. Like right there is just too much right there. That's a winning. I mean, he come from a winning culture. You need people. I mean, he's building a team with great character and a winning culture atmosphere, which will transcend to the Commanders. Because one thing about, Ron, he picked players in the draft, but he didn't pick players with that winning culture. Like, he'll pick a player, like he'll use a second-round pick on like a small school, like a player you didn't even never heard of. You gotta go down the draft board and look him up. Like, who this player? Where he come from? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And you putting these, and a lot of times you're putting small players from small schools in a big atmospheres of the pro.
It's a
And
culture
that's a
shock.
big jump from
Yeah.
a player coming from a small school trying to build them up into and just coming into a big atmosphere. But again, you know what I'm saying, you keep doing the thing. I don't want to hold your line up and nothing like that. Again, the great Adam Peters and everything, he did his thing, man. Especially with the pickup with I forgot to mention, we can't forget about the pickup with the McCaffrey pickup.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what
Luke.
that means, right?
Luke.
That means that his brother might come and play for us.
I've seen several people say that. You're not the first.
Yeah. When he signed him, like, I been knew that. When he picked him up, I been knew that off the break. Like, his brother, because he got it's footage out there, his brother saying that it's a dream of his playing with his brother. So, basically, hey, be on the lookout for that too.
Yes, sir. And
Be on the lookout for that, because that'll be a great. I mean, with him and his brother playing, and we already know what the dad has done. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The father, the bloodline by itself is the bloodline of the NFL. Like, bloodlines of the NFL, you can't sleep on those. You
Yep.
got to take those seriously.
And we do have Anthony Lynn and Adam Peters from the 49ers from last year.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just been great all the way around. Hey, I'm great. I'm happy as a Redskin fan. Finally, the team is listening to the fans.
Yeah.
And I love to hear it. And that rejuvenates me as a Redskin fan. Like, with this call, man, I'm gonna go eat on my Redskin plate, because I got Redskin plates in my house.
Yeah.
I could
Yes,
sell
sir.
them, but I'm never gonna sell them. I'm never gonna sell my Redskin plates. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But I
sir.
tell you what. But I don't want to hold your line up and everything, man. You did a great show. Hey, man, you've been great, and I'm glad that the team is listening to the podcast like yours and the podcast like other people's and everything, because we need this. This is a group effort to build this team, because hey, I'm going to purchase the game, a game ticket and all like that. Hey, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely happy. All right.
Yes, sir. I'm right
Keep up
with
the
you.
good work, man. And plus, man, every time you pop on, man, I'm gonna donate to your channel. All right.
Man, appreciate
Gotta
that.
support
That's
the
much
cause.
love. Appreciate
and all,
that.
And all you. Yes, and all you trolls out there in the chat, man, if you care so much, donate to the channel.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
All right, Street, you have a good night, bro.
All right, you too, man.
Hey,
Appreciate that. Huh?
Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thought he had one more thing to say, man. I appreciate that. Up there we go. All right, I'm not gonna subject y'all to have to listen to that stupid guitar when there's nobody left on the line. I'll just suffer by myself in silence. But man, I appreciate that. That was a great last call from my boy Sonny. Had to make sure I pulled them in, man. Had to make sure we got them in. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all went crazy today. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. So many great points, so many smart points, so many great ideas, great questions, even to great discourse to even bring out a great point out of me that I didn't even think of before with a great question. Y'all went crazy. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Shouts out to everybody that's at least left a like. Shouts out to everybody that donated as well. Y'all went crazy today. This is a great call-in show. Again, like I said, I wanted to make sure that I at least I'm gonna definitely try to make an effort to make sure that we do more call-in shows. I do more live streams than I did last year. So It may not necessarily be weekly, but I definitely want to keep these call-in shows going because we have so many things to talk about. We gotta, after we move on from the draft, then we gotta start talking about depth chart projections. Like, who do we think is gonna start and at what position? What's the role? Is he gonna start? Is he gonna be a backup? Who's our starting free safety right now? So all of that type of stuff. I'm gonna start like having questions ready for y'all when you call in, like for like theme specific live streams some weekends. So make sure you stay tuned for that when we do these call-in shows. I really appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Appreciate that off OFFTO, because I don't know. I tried to pronounce that the first time. I just had to spell it out. Appreciate that, Another World. Appreciate that, Law. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat, man. Much love. Thank you, Graceland. Shouts out to all of y'all, man. Y'all went crazy with the call-ins, but y'all also went crazy in the chat with all of the support. I tried to read as many comments as I could, so really appreciate y'all. Yes, I agree. Let's please go get Simmons. Yes, sir. I'm going to catch y'all later. We may do a live stream next week, so stay tuned, and I'm going to catch y'all later. Appreciate y'all.